All right, folks, we're back here with a. Oh, let me make sure I spectate in time. There you go. With the open skill bracket for our Discord server here. So yesterday, of course, or I guess this video will be coming out 2 days ago. Will have been the beginners bracket for D to S rank players. But now we're taking no holds barred anymore. We got everyone here coming out, and we've got AJR and Mope up here first. We got a Belial Charlotta matchup. Two relatively aggressive. I mean, Belial's definitely a rushdown character, but Charlotte, I mean, she's out here, bro. She is running at you full speed ahead at every single second of the match. So, again, should be quite the explosive match here to get us started, hopefully. She takes no stock in fairy tales, guys. Oh my god, what the hell is that Belial skin? That is horror. I've never seen. He's like a goddamn drow or something. All right, interesting. They got a lot of different colors for the skins in this game, man, but this is... Does he have, like, red eyebrows under those shades, too? Anyways, enough about the skin. Let's see how the match gets going here. So, we've got a couple of players with first-round buys here. So these guys, I think the winner of this match... They're fighting... I can't remember exactly who, but they're fighting some Masters player. We'll take a look at it. But, oh, okay. Yeah, that's the scary thing about that Belial DP, right? Is he's got a medium DP that doesn't actually do anything on the way up. Or it doesn't have any hitbox on the way up, but it is +2 on block if you let it go all the way down there. So in general, Belial DP, you kind of want to, it's kind of like Zoe's spinning slash to an extent. You kind of want to meet it up there in the air and then blow him out for it, either by air throwing him or 2H'ing him, depending on what your character's options are. You don't really want to get him, you want to let him land all the way down. Anyways, oh my god, okay, super Skybound Dart hitting there. Going to be a lot of damage here with no Bravery. Oh, and that health is basically even at this point. Mope tries to bait out a DP there on the wake up. You see the little shimmy backwards, but AJR did not bite. Oh, but Demon Flip command grab, man. It is such a tricky little option. You know, because again, all of your fighting game muscle memory tells you opponent in air, that means stand block, but that is exactly what gets you blown up by that command grab. When Charlotta Demon Flips like that, you gotta either 2H it or just stay crouching. AJR unfortunately getting caught out by that. Leads to some difficulties there, but fighting their way out of the corner in the second round here. Whiffs the throw, doesn't get punished for it, that's nice. Lucky for them there. Oh my god, now they're the one running Mope down all the way to the other corner. In fact, 6XL counter hit is going to lead into a big conversion, which is probably going to be this round here, tying it up 1-1 for AJR. Yeah, okay, I was wondering, is that too high up in the air, or is that not going to convert? But luckily, that was not a problem. It's totally fine there. Tying it up 1-1. It's good. We like to have competitive matches on here, you know. Oh, both players meeting each other in the air. No air throw shenanigans, but we are going to get our dodge on that Raging Strike. Once again, already. Both of these players proving themselves to be better than I am at the video game, because I think of all of the Raging Strikes that have been thrown at me in the past couple months, I have dodged about exactly one of them. Quick little corner combo coming out from Mope here as they push AJR into the corner. Doesn't get the full conversion, but what the hell was that? I don't think I've ever seen that interaction happen. So Demon Flip stole the corner. I don't even know. He did, I think it's Asmodeus there, that giant big red hand grab that Belial can do, right? Demon Flip steals the corner, and the Asmodeus just hits them out of it? You know what? Good games, I suppose. That was a really interesting. I don't think I've ever seen Demon Flip lose in that fashion, but works out really well for AJR there, and they end up taking down the first game. It's kind of thing. If you're Mope, you can't let. I mean, I can't imagine. Maybe this is a more common interaction that I'm used to, but I'm sure I've never seen Demon Flip lose that way. So if that's a similar case there. If you're Mope, you can't really let this get in your head, that little strange interaction there. They were running their offense well. They had the corner position. Just something weird happened, and it kind of AJR capitalized on that very well and took the game. Got to get it out of your head and just focus on potentially hitting them with a reverse 2-0 here. And they're on the right track so far. I mean, this round's looking very good. Corner combo super, brave point advantage, health advantage. They don't. Belial is a character with a meterless DP, so he does have still a good amount of defensive resources at his disposal. Plus, talking about brave point gaps here, this is going to be basically reversing the situation entirely. AJR now up at 3 brave points to Mope's 0. One more touch from either player here is going to do it. 50% extra damage you take when you're out of brave points is absolutely just brutal, but not going to get a chance to capitalize on that. As Mope hits him with a stagger pressure there, catches him mashing a button, or I think that was a brave counter, and blows them up for their trouble. Ooh, instant round start backdash from both players, man. This is how you know both of them think that the other person is going to do something belligerent on round starts. Like, I'm just going to backdash and try to punish, but unfortunately, when both people throw scissors, nobody wins. Oh, counter hit 6-6H again. AJR getting a lot of mileage out of staggering these 6-6Hs, but I didn't know that was a counter hit, actually. What the? How's that? Hey, I guess you get a counter hit on Belial there if you hit him in the command grab. Actually, I was not aware if you did it early enough. Very well reacted there by Mope to smack AJR out of their command grab, and now once again, finding themselves with the corner pressure, but they don't fall for the demon flip this time. They actually do stay crouched, get the full punish into the Skybound Art here. This is tough. I mean, Mope has not been DPing a whole lot, but okay. Oh, no. Not very well shimmied there. Little walk-up backdash into... Okay, fair enough. I was gonna say, well shimmied there. Little walk-up backdash into a punish on Mope's button, but after that they find themselves in a bit of a strange clash war. What do you think? Round start backdash? Oh, okay. AJR is still committing to the round start backdash, and it works out for him that time. Mope going for the super jump. Not quite so lucky. Gets caught out in neutral. I feel like AJR has been getting the better of these neutral interactions quite often. It's like running in Belial's 5H there is a really good button to just cover a whole lot of screen space. It is minus on block, but if you can just throw it out there, if you can find the right timings, it'll be really good for you. But as I say that, he actually does end up getting punished for using that 5H. Not into a full conversion, though, from Mope. Doesn't quite get the Raging Strike. A little bit out of range. VP's out. This is a scary situation here. Okay, the nice thing about those auto combo, the overhead and the low, the overhead especially, you basically get another turn out of it, but doesn't quite give you a whole lot of reward, but you scoop Belial out of the air, that's, oh my god, is there even more here? But no, that's combo limit. Oh no, and that's gonna be it, yeah. Unfortunate there, it's like a bit of a strange conversion in mid-screen, leading to that combo limit there with the ultimate slide, or ultimate demon flip. Very strong use of, honestly, like 5H by AJR. They're getting him a lot of mileage in that neutral. He ends up taking the first game. Mope, of course, still in this. Drops down to loser's side of the bracket. All right, yeah, and we do have our next match upcoming now with Loane Kangs and Laser Kirby. So now we're getting into some pretty high-ranked players here. We're rocking a S++ Charlotta and a Master Rank Loane, right? So this is going to be, well, Loane is always an interesting one to watch, right? We'll see. One of the big things, at least for me, when I'm one of the big deciders of my matchup versus Loane is that I'm really bad at that little Mario Party minigame that he does love to rock there with his, well, both his Super Skybound Art and his Skybound Art. Both of them are, you know, knowledge checks to an extent, and I'm quite bad at both of them. So let's see if Laser Kirby here is a little bit more ready for it than I am, but so far, okay. So far, not doing so bad, catching Loane in the middle of some shenanigans there. Parry. Loane's parry is a strange move. I've heard a lot of tell that it's like it can just be straight up punished in a lot of circumstances that you might not expect out of a normal parry, but we'll see if Laser Kirby can take advantage of any of that. Right now, Loane, brave countering out of the corner, but immediately gets wall bounced right again, and here we go. Are you good at Mario Party? Do you have the chops? This is where we find out. Is he hitting Iggy? What an absolute man. He's trying to fight the goddess herself. Is that even a thing? Can you do damage to her in this state? I would imagine no. In any case, not a great showing in the Mario Party minigame there, but they had enough health that this didn't matter. They just took the hits. Who cares? Hit me all you want. I mean, it took like a good 60% of their health there. It was almost like getting hit by a regular Super Skybound Dart for all intents and purposes, but again, they just had the health to tank it, and they killed him afterwards. That's honestly, that's probably how I would deal with that in that circumstance too. All right. Apparently there's an unfortunate report there in the bracket, but I'll go fix that in a second. Quite a quick little invincible reversal there coming out of Loane. That tank, man, that Catalina tank that he can use, I feel like it's like a surprisingly strong neutral option, right? Because there's so many different, you can have the lasers, you can have the rockets, and if he does the one with the rockets, you can just run after it and follow it. Basically, it's like a free neutral skip there. I think it's kind of an underrated one, but regardless, he does end up taking that first round, or second round, I guess, tying it back up 1-1 for himself. Let's see, let me lock in. I want to get a good read on how these players are, what these players are doing exactly. I mean, Loane definitely right now spending a lot of the time running away, and I get it. Right? I mean, Charlotta is a rushdown character. You don't necessarily want her in your face, and when Loane gets space, he can do, he does have that move where he just eats, right? And he can get meter, he can get health, right? A lot of his moves do cover quite a bit of distance, so I understand wanting the distance, but eventually, you can't run forever, right? He has kind of walked himself to the corner here, and this is exactly where you don't want to be versus Charlotta. Okay, but hold on. The boys come in, always got the back of their Araness friend there. Oh my. This is not going to work, I don't think. Oh, well, especially not if... How do these interact? Unfortunately, it is going to end up beating out Charlotta's move there, and what in God's name? Laser Kirby, absolutely no fear both times that Loane has gone for some sort of super. He has just run up and tried to smack it as hard as he can. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect the man with no fear sometimes. Unfortunately, though, that is going to lead to Loane taking that first game. Okay, hold on. This game's starting out a lot better for Laser Kirby here. Instant win in neutral there into some corner pressure. Let's see what the move is. Oh, it's Demon Flip, and he doesn't do the command grab options. Fair's going to beat it out. Jumps over the Catalina Rocket Tank. The boys are coming back in once again. That to my understanding, the guy who slides there, he's a low, but the one of the boys who comes in overhead there is not actually an overhead. I think. That might be misinformation, but I believe that's the case. There's no, like, actual unblockable high-low 50-50 shenanigans that Lane can do with that one. This is pretty minus. Yeah, in fact, it is punishably minus. So, Laser Kirby able to get a big combo off of this. Not going to be able to kill just yet, and now you're no Brave points, and it's the Mario Party minigame once again. This is going to do a lot of damage. Oh, good spot dodge. Okay, that's probably huge. That probably already cements their survival. They block that. The fire is the last obstacle. They got through it, and they get parried for their trouble, unfortunately. And the boys, once again, always. If no one got my back, I know my boys got my back. I mean, that was a good, a better showing against that Super Skybound Dart that time for sure from Laser Kirby, but it still took enough of their health that at the end of it, they were one touch away from death, and Lane definitely capitalizing on this. Now it's starting to look bleak here. I mean, this is, if you lose this round, that is the end of the set. It'll be 2-0 to Lane Kangs here, but... Oh, and I was going to say, but, hold on, Chansu, pressure going in Laser Kirby's favor. Unfortunately, a parry is going to see things reverse on them real quick. What the hell? He whiffed throw and still had time to anti-air there? That doesn't seem quite fair. Unfortunately, that is probably going to do it here outside of a miraculous drop from Lane Kangs, and no, we will get no such luck. As Lane does, in fact, end up taking it 2-0 over Laser Kirby, but well played. Well, I mean, that's a, that's a master rank Lane. That ain't nothing to fuck with. So, still a very strong performance by Laser Kirby there. Let's hit him with the You Are Great, and we'll see who we're going to get on here next. All right, and we got a big boy brawl coming up. We got a Vasaraga and a Soras. Right, Soras, not quite as prodigiously large as Vasaraga, perhaps, but definitely a large buff grandpa here. He's got one of the characters with extra health, right? 17k. The Vasaraga's 18k, where 16 is the base. Exactly. Yeah, Soras Vas is always a slugfest, and I am sure that we will get nothing else here. Vast reserves of power, says Vasaraga. I mean, the funny thing about Vasaraga is the more that I learn about this character, I figured, right, he's a giant big boy with a big old scythe, and he's got armor and things like that. Vasaraga feels like he plays more to me like a zoner than anything else, right? Yeah, I thought he was going to be a rushdown character, but the more I play with him, the more it really doesn't feel that way. However, Soras, there is no confusion at all on what the archetype of this character is. He has like 17 different moves that are plus on block to just force you to block forever. And here it goes. Oh. Okay, hold on. Nice challenge there from Granblue Dreaming. He's actually got Vasaraga combos. Clearly his Vasaraga is already far superior to mine. And this is the thing. Oh, yeah, okay. This is the thing, right? He does have those little steppers there where he can just slowly close in on you with the armor, but honestly, Dragon has been using that armor of Soras' to just kind of invalidate that so far. It's been working out decently for him, but now finds himself in the corner. This is where Vasaraga can get really scary. Plus, especially when you're already in chip like this, you can't block anything anymore, really, but the ultimate power dunk there, as it were. Gets him out of the corner. Unfortunately, a whiffed throw will undo all of his hard work surviving there as he takes, or loses the first round there, the Granblue Dreaming. Oh my god, I don't even know who got the counter hit. Oh, it was Dragon, but regardless, they both got blown away, so no combo came of it. Armor's right through out of a gap there. In all of Vasaraga's armor does not come out on frame 1, so that was definitely a little risky, but works out for them. Goes for the low out of the auto combo there. Actually minus, but fortunately for them. Granblue still trying to, oh my god, still trying to go for the Brave counter out, and just armor after armor after more armor after more armor has been the absolute story of this first game here. Oh, the DP there going to be the invincible. You know what's better than armor? Straight invincibility. Okay. More armor, even that is safe, right? That ultimate dash there from Vasaraga is minus, but it's not punishable. Okay, I mean, Soras does big damage, so one hit could do it here, or you can just get thrown on Wake Up right out of your big giant punch. As Collision Course, aka Granblue Dreaming, on his Vasaraga here takes the first match down against Dragon of Montreal. And jumps over, I think that Soras is 6-6L? It looked kind of slow, maybe it was a 6-6H. But, of course, Soras getting those I can never imagine. This is silly, but every time I look at his stacks, I know it's him cracking his knuckles there, but it always just looks like, well, actually, I'm not going to describe what it looks like because that wouldn't be appropriate. In any case. Little fireball zoning there coming out from Vasaraga into the big steppers. Counter hit on the startup there. It is very difficult to challenge Vasaraga in that Rekka, right? You can't throw him between the steps. But, oh my, just the battle of the big ultimate punch dash moves that are technically safe on block. Love to see it. Soras' ultimate punch there also, I was just going to say, Soras' ultimate punch also has super armor, right? So, a very dangerous thing. Granblue has been DPing a lot, and Dragon is very aware of that, just as aware as I was. I had a feeling too. I was like, I'm pretty sure DP is coming out here. Dragon of Montreal definitely sharing that sentiment, jumps right over it and wins himself that first round after being in quite a big health disadvantage. But again, Sora's this character, I mean, if he even that ultimate skill, that ultimate dash punch, if he can get it to land on you, it gives him a massive combo from mid-screen, like a little baby Zeta ultimate skill. Once again, finds himself at a big health deficit here. He's going to have to climb this mountain if he wants to make it. It's never impossible to win, but at this point, you're in the corner. You've got no health. You got even less health now. It's a 50-50 between strike and throw. Either one will probably kill you, especially if you spent... Oh my god, especially since you spent your second Brave point there. Throws him out of the armor that time, but the DP is not... It's actually invincible. So Vasaraga's ultimate dash there is just armored, whereas that that command grab is fully invincible. So there's not going to be any shenanigans with throwing him out of that one. Okay, more zoning coming out. Runs up for the throw there. Gets teched, but the counter hit, good delay there, right? Trying to bait out a throw tech from Granblue Dreaming there, which is exactly what he did. Gets him the big counter hit combo and the good screen position. Oh my god, and they are just flying at each other, but fortunately for Granblue Dreaming, Sora's ultimate power dunk there not going to pay dividends. This Vasaraga Super Skybound Dart really does look fucking awesome, doesn't it? Maybe I'm biased. I mean, I am definitely biased, but I do just like that little sheen in his eyes there, right, as he stares you down. Okay, but hold on. Doesn't matter how cool you look. If Sora's got you in the corner, he's beating your ass. No full combo conversion off of that, but well done. Good block there. Recognizing that he was being armored out. Did not just keep hitting buttons. And you, sir, will not be allowed to just armor up from full screen like that. Who do you think you're dealing with? This is Sora's. We got a goddamn 50% meter move that sends us all the way from one side of the screen to the other with a full combo afterwards. You gotta put respect on my name. The one-punch grandpa is here to show you what's what. I hope we get to see Swords' install in this match, man. It's like the coolest super in the goddamn game, but it's so rare to see it. Okay, brave counter, get off me, he says. Walking there menacingly. That is the thing about that light follow-up out of Vasaraga's stance is a... That was 1-1 indeed. That light follow-up out of Vasaraga's stance is it's an overhead, but or not an overhead. It whiffs on you if you're crouching, right? But it also recovers from whiff so fast that it's pretty hard to punish a lot of the time. All right, stepping at you. Nice spot dodge there. Beats a lot of different options, right? Whether it's low, overhead, or high, or spot dodge just means you're not there. Obviously, Vasaraga can delay his timing with heavies to make sure that he can blow up that spot dodge, but so far, Granblue Dreaming has not been doing that, so it's been working out pretty well for Dragon of Montreal. And once again, the ultimate tackle there getting so much value for Granblue Dreaming, as he just, in all of the little gaps, Dragon of Montreal doing a lot of stagger pressure in his offense, right, to try and catch him hitting a button and counter hit, but that ultimate tackle there is really paying dividends to beat that exact sort of strategy. And you know, if it doesn't work out and it gets blocked, it's safe on block, so it's not so bad. It's a very reasonable risk to take. DP lands once again, but at this point, it doesn't really get you out of the corner, right? It is a kind of a low reward option, exactly. You hit DP and you're right back in there, but a back throw incident, now that'll get you out of the corner. Goes into armor there and immediately stances up, and oh my god, gets rid of his armor, but once again, man, this ultimate tackle is just doing so much work for Granblue Dreaming here. Montreal not really figured out the answer to this yet. Dash punches out of the corner, that's good. But his brave counter gets punished. I've not seen that one in a while. Outside of, normally if you see someone punish a brave counters with a spot dodge, but that doesn't matter anymore, as eventually one of those Rekka follow-ups is going to get you. Montreal not quite able to dodge that one. And that is going to be Granblue Dreaming, aka Collision Course, taking it 2-1 over there. Solid fight, but again, that ultimate dash there is getting so much value. I think that was probably the tail of that set, right? Is he just, whenever it was Montreal's turn on offense, he couldn't really get that much started, because whenever he did, he would just get ultimate dashed out. It's a tough world we live in. All right, well, let's see what we get up here next. We've got our next match up on stage here, and that's going to be Jance versus Wild G. Jance, from the beginner tournament as well, did very well there, and now he's testing his mettle up here in the open skill tournament. Kudos to him. And Wild G playing Fairy. So Fairy Charlotta, I think we did see this matchup in the beginner tournament too. I believe Jance did fight Calcito, who ended up playing Fairy and doing pretty well in that tournament. So, you get back in here. There you go. So we actually have game audio going. But yeah, so I think this matchup is usually pretty difficult for I would imagine Fairy, right? I mean, how the hell are you supposed to zone this character out realistically, right? Some people were talking about, I think this being one of Fairy's hardest matchups in the sort of post-game chat for the beginners tournament yesterday, but it makes sense, right? Zoning in general is a difficult thing to do, and especially in Granblue Fantasy versus Rising, and where you have no disjoints on anything if you're Fairy, and everyone has ult skills to send them full screen at you whenever they feel like it. And then especially when it's Charlotta too, right? Fast little gremlin, she's got Blanca Ball, she's got, yeah, exactly, it's sumo headbutt time, man. Zone this. Okay, well, I mean, this is immediately off to a very good start for Jance, and a very, very bad start for Wild G, right? Because this is not where you want to be as Fairy. 6-frame lights, no meterless DP, right? They got Brave points at least, but they don't got any health. The next time even they get tapped by anything is probably going to do it, and that is a really nice hit confirmed there by Jance off of a couple straight lights there. That's the kind of thing that can be really easy to drop, right? Especially in those tense moments in tournaments. This is loser's bracket, right? Whoever loses this is out, so very, very clean hit confirmed there to get all the way into Super there to take the first round. And once again, I mean, it's what we're talking about, right? Fairy immediately finding herself in the corner here. Oh, misses the instant overhead 50-50 there. But at least gets out of the corner and can now hopefully run some of her own pressure on Charlotta, and that's exactly what's happening so far. It is so nasty with those GGs. Yeah, it's just instant 50-50 low overhead, man, out here when you get just stuck blocking GG like that from Fairy. Not dead yet, but this is a horrible situation to be in. Any little love tap from Wild G is going to send Jance straight to the Shadow Realm here. So let's see how he does it. And speaking of little love taps sending you to the Shadow Realm, that is exactly what we just witnessed there. Hello, Rosetta, a.k.a. Rose Queen, a.k.a. something or other. Primal Beast, you know how it is. Oh my god. It clashed and it just kept going? Is that allowed? Is that legal? Did it still have a hitbox there after the clash? I'm not sure I've ever seen that move clash with something else. In any case, no one with a huge advantage yet. A couple pokes coming out from Wild G and Nutria. This is what you want, though. He would rather spend the entire round on the other side of the screen from Jance and never let him get in, right? Just kill Charlotta by 1,000 cuts here. But it is, again, eventually, it's so hard to keep her out forever. Especially as you just lost 2 Brave points there, which are kind of your, every time they get in, you can use a Brave point to sort of a get out of jail free card, but now you're probably going to be down to no Brave points at all after this presumable super here from Jance, and that's exactly what's happening. Now you've got no Brave points, no HP, no bitches, you do have some health, but you don't have enough health to take that command grab and walk away standing, especially with no Brave points, taking that 50% extra damage there. Absolutely brutal stuff. Well done by Jance there. And yeah, I mean, it's definitely, you can tell, I feel like it definitely does look pretty difficult for Fairy, right? But, I mean, Jance is also just playing, he's finding his spots to get in there very well, right? He's playing really clean. Again, with that little hit confirm that I mean, things like that, too. Even getting 2 hits off of that, a little stray aerial. He's locked in, as the kids say. Right. Unfortunately, no matter how locked in you are, a 50-50 is still a 50-50. You could be Gamera for all I care. It is just a straight guess. Ooh, okay. And that time the Indiana Jones whip not going to get sniped out. In fact, Jance is going to miss his air-to-air there and take almost his entire remaining life bar here for his trouble. This is the scary bit. This is where you don't want to be in a round against Fairy. With her having the health advantage, they will just kind of stand on the other side and beat you to death. But, hold on, Jansu. Even after this whole combo, Jance still has a long way to go. But one really nice hit here could probably get him the kill, and a punish on the DP is probably going to be exactly what he needs, but he doesn't get the full conversion to Super Skybound Dart. That's heartbreaking. That probably could have been the kill right there, but Excalibur! That Charlotta Super Skybound art is just the nastiest anti-air in the whole world, man. It's a giant, invincible golden pillar of light that goes from the bottom of the screen to the top, and if you are anywhere near it, you are turning directly into ashes, and that is what happened to Wild G there, and suddenly, Jance here on set point. If he takes this game, that is going to be Wild G eliminated from the tournament. So officially, you are now fighting for your goddamn life. Jance has blown you up with that so many times. Jance has blown me up with that a couple of times, I think, too. It took me a while to get in my head that Charlotta SSBA is such a giant anti-air in that fashion. Ooh, okay. Brave counter, no reward there. Doesn't get a full combo into Skybound Art or anything off of that hit, but now any little stray hit is probably going to kill, but he's just got to super you. Once again, Super Skybound Dart, you are dead? What do you guys think? Oh my god, barely alive there. I don't know if they did the technical input, but if they didn't, it would have made the difference. Oh, but oh my god, 2 could play at that game. It says Wild G, reversal Super Skybound Dart into reversal Super Skybound Dart. Absolutely no fear from either of these players. Wild, wild stuff on display here. Jance beaten at his own game there with the reversal Super Skybound Darts coming out. And now, Wild G gonna try and take this momentum from that last round. I mean, killing someone with the reversal super is just such a giant mental buff, right? I feel like it kind of, it makes you feel disproportionately like you just have the read on the guy. It's like, I know exactly what you're going to do. So hopefully, Wild G can parlay that momentum into trying to stay alive in this bracket, but this is not a good start. Dance got him in the corner and is slowly beating him to death. And by slowly, I mean aggressively, but you know. Okay, 6-6 Ls, stagger pressure here. That's plus on block. You gotta hold that. Spot dodges it and gets punished for it, but still alive. Oh, but this is almost certainly going to do it here with the ultimate skill connecting in the corner. And Jance, a very strong showing on the Charlotta there, taking down Wild G's Fairy 2-0. What a time to be alive. All right, here's our next match in the loser side of the bracket here. So this is, I believe, for losers top 8 qualification. I'll have to double check the bracket, but I think winner of this ends up in top 8 on loser side. So we've got Aster versus Piontoki here. We got Aster was on stream earlier. I think he's rocking the Beelzebub. And actually, no, he was supposed to be on stream, but his opponent didn't show up on time. And then we have Piontoki, who I believe is a master rank Zoe, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be a little bit of an uphill battle here, possibly for Aster, but you know he's kind of clean with it. I've seen him play every now and then, so I believe. We'll see how it ends up going for him. I mean, again, Zoe is always an interesting character for me to try and figure out how she's going to interact with other characters in this game in terms of matchups, right? Because she can kind of do a lot of things. You know, she does have some pretty nice mix up close with some of the delayed lightning shenaniganry and things like that, but also she can kind of play like a zoner. Yeah, just kind of stand on the other side of the screen and shoot the dragon at you and shoot the laser at you and shoot the big dragon at you and then shoot the little dragon again. So we'll see. I mean, against Beelzebub, I imagine you kind of want to go in because this character is going to just control the match from full screen if you let him, or he's going to get you right into the corner and then counter hit 5H your ass into a massive combo here. Great start to the match for Aster here, and immediately clean with it, catches the 2H on Toki trying to jump out here, and oh, what a round, huh? That was some of the most Beelzebub that has ever Beelzebub. What a time to be alive. Unisonic Unisonics in, right, into a counter hit 5H combo, into a 2H, into command grab cheese. You gotta know, you gotta imagine Aster's feeling good about that one, but let's see. One round does not a win in bracket make, right? Toki pulling it back a lot better in this round, for example. Already got the corner position here. Spends a Brave Point offensively there, and you know what? For his troll, that is a pretty sick conversion that he just did there. Zoe combos do look pretty cool, don't they? But oh, and that's the problem with that delayed lightning, man, is normally getting clipped by an overhead like that doesn't really mean anything. You take a little bit of damage and you just move on with your day. You know, you scrape off the dust and keep going. But when there's a delayed hitbox like that lightning, it is going to lead to a full combo. And that was a much more dominant round from Toki there, as they just push Aster to the corner very early on and just suffocate them there until they stop moving. Okay. A little bit of stagger pressure in the corner there, but is a little bit passive enough to let Aster kind of make his way out. Does get a 2H, but doesn't actually get a counter hit on anything. Actually gets a punish on the landing frames of an aerial, it looks like. Regardless, Karma into a full combo here. Oh wow, yeah, using the ultimate skill to extend it even further. The teleport there is an interesting choice because I understand wanting to use it as a mix, but now you find yourself in the corner, right? Which is one of the only ways that this round could really go poorly for you, especially when you got Toki who's pulling out throw baits like that on the air lightning. Oh my god, and this combo is just, they are making you pay for putting yourself in the corner to maybe the most degree that they possibly can. They're out of Brave Points now, though, and Zoe does not have a meterless DP. She does have 50 meter now, so she's got enough for it, but another throw bait with the lightning. Extremely good composure there by Toki. A bit of a mistake, in my opinion, from Aster there, trying to teleport himself into the corner. I understand, I get it, don't get me wrong. I absolutely understand the idea. It's like, maybe you catch them off guard, they weren't expecting you to be on that side, you get the hit and win the round. But in the grand scheme of things, it didn't work out, and Toki, very well by them, capitalizing on that to the maximum to reduce Aster to atoms here. And now, taking that momentum and starting this second game off. Oh, trying to bait the Brave counter there. I see what you're going for, but Aster does not bite. Again, another combo here. This is not going to be death for Aster, but now all of a sudden, this match, or this round, is looking horrific. The chances of winning from this position are just, I mean, you're down Brave Points, you're down health, you're down so much health, you have a terrible screen position, and Raging Strike is not going to be kind to you either. Now you have absolutely nothing left in terms of Brave Points, and Toki still has 2. Oh, and doesn't quite manage to react to the Spinning Slash on the way down. Set point here for Toki. If they take this, they eliminate Aster from the bracket and move on to loser side top 8, but that little charge projectile from Beelzebub there is pretty nice, right? Adds that second volley that you have to be careful if you're going to be spot dodging. Counter hit 5H once again. The round that Aster won, this is exactly how it started, so let's see if he can give us a repeat here. Okay. Toki fighting their way out of the corner a little bit here. What is... Oh my god, they both had the same idea. That was actually kind of anime, huh? The triple clash into the throw. The reason they want to throw there, if you're unfamiliar, is again, throw is the fastest option in the video game. It starts on frame 4. Nothing else starts on frame 4. So outside of a DP or an invincible Skybound Art or something like that, throw will beat every option in those clashes if you're close enough. And Toki is just goddamn Neo out here, spot dodging every single thing that Astraea throws at them, even on this low health. They are not phased. And once that's that composure that you might expect of a master rank player, but ultimate DP. If nobody got me, I know Invincible Reversals got me. Astra's staying alive here. That round was starting to slip away from him a little bit, but he didn't panic. He found his spot there to ultimate DP and stays alive. Again, he really wants to take this game here, to take the 1-1, because otherwise he is out of the tournament. And not so bad so far. A little bit of, no one's gotten a massive advantage just yet. It's kind of skirmishing back and forth in neutral here, but now Astra finds himself with the corner position, spinning slash out of the air though for his trouble. Back in mid-screen. It's been a very back and forth round so far, but looks like Toki is starting to coalesce a bit of advantage on their side. That Skybound Art is going to put them with a great screen position and a bunch of damage, and the throw again. The throw baits, I feel like, have just been so good by Toki. I don't know how he's figured it out, but he just knows when Astra wants to throw, and he's been punishing it every single time, whether it's with a jump or with the lightning, and that is going to carry him to a 2-0 victory over Astra here, eliminating him unfortunately from bracket, but incredibly well done by both players. It's just, again, Toki was built different there, man. He was so clean on the throw punishes, and when he got the punish, his combos were deadly. All right, next match up here, again, also for losers top 8 qualification between Jance and Granblue Dreaming, aka Collision Course, rocking the Vasaraga and the Charlotta. Once again, we've seen both of these players on stream so far. This should be an interesting match because, again, Vasaraga, I feel like, is, against my better judgment, or against my instincts, I suppose, I have to admit that Vasaraga is he's kind of a zoner. It's hard to say, right? He's kind of a zoner, but then he does also just want to just armor up and then slowly walk you down. But it's hard to say. Honestly, I'll be honest, I just don't know exactly what this character is supposed to do. He's very different from everybody else in Granblue. He doesn't have the normal kind of 6-6L mix that people are usually rocking. He's got his stance is like a whole different thing, and he's a whole different character when he's in it. But regardless, one thing I do know for sure is that Vasaraga does like to get a little bit of space early on to be able to armor up here, and I imagine that's going to be a difficult thing to get against Charlotta, unless you just immediately fireball her at round start and knock her on her ass. That'll definitely do wonders for you there. Okay, finds himself with the corner pressure, but again, when Vasaraga does not have that armor, I swear he's just like not a character in the video game. So without his Soulforge armor here, Jance is going to start bullying him, except we saw this in the last set too, that against Dragon of Montreal, I believe, when Granblue Dreaming he was just getting so much value out of doing the ultimate tackle in the middle of people's stagger pressure, right? Stagger pressure is a very powerful tactic in Granblue, right? People, especially with 6-6L being such an easy way to just like sort of loop plus frames over and over, doesn't get the full cinematic there. Stagger pressure is a very powerful technique, but if Vasaraga can just armor out of your stagger pressure there and get a full combo for his trouble, then it makes it a lot more of a scary proposition. And 2 whiffed throws in a row there from Jance, unfortunately, I believe, are going to lead to Granblue Dreaming taking that first round. I'm going to call them Collision Course. That's how I know them. And the tag is different and it's freaking me out. I'm going to just call them Collision. Collision getting back thrown there into, oh no, the Demon Flip once again. One of the most devious tools in all of Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. Doesn't get a full combo though because of the awkward sort of position in the screen that it hit there. Okay, Vasaraga is approaching. Oh, and covering minus frames with BP, the classic. Fails never fails, as it were. You're only minus if you're a bitch. Oh, and yeah, Vasaraga has a really hard time hitting people directly above him like that. I don't think his command grab hits that hitbox, and his 2H is just atrocious in my opinion. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, as it were. Okay, but another ultimate dash there into a Raging Strike extension mid-screen. Suddenly, he's not doing so bad, but this is a problem. Actually, little tidbit there. I don't know much about Vasaraga, but I do know this. The ultimate follow-up, the U follow-up out of stance for Vasaraga there, does have infinite armor. So you saw how Charlotta, Jance with the Skybound Art there, broke through the armor. Okay, taking that round. But yes, had Collision done the U follow-up out of that stance, it's my understanding that he would have armored through the entire Skybound Arts. Now, he still takes damage, so it might have killed him anyway. But he would have been able to possibly bonk Jance on the head there with that follow-up. Okay, but regardless, that brings us to this next round here. Players kind of feeling each other out in neutral, but that fireball has been getting a lot of mileage for Collision so far. Give him the opportunity to Soulforge up and then get into stance. Gets air-to-air by Charlotta, though. A lot of Vasaraga's moves are just so goddamn slow, so that when he's in a position where him and someone else are hitting a button at the same time, he's usually going to be the one who's losing, unless he has he can use that range advantage that he's got. Okay, but hold on. Again, yeah, Soul Forge into stance, into Soul Forge into stance, into Soul Forge into stance is pretty effective here. Doesn't get the full punish. Jumps over the DP, gets it right, but does not get a full conversion, unfortunately, off the aerial. And now once again, yeah, we're talking. Soul Forge into stance, into Soul Forge, into something, into Soul Forge. This is going to hit, I think. No. Lands in time to block it, but doesn't get a punish. Goes for the command grab, not fast enough. You do have to spot dodge that second, actually swinging the Excalibur down to make the punish a lot easier to get, but tries to jump out of the way there. I actually think Jance, I don't think he was in chip quite yet. I think he could have taken one more hit there. It looked like there was still some health in his life bar, so maybe he was jumping away there because he possibly didn't want to get chipped by that fireball, but I think he could have taken it. Of course, even me as a spectator right now, I'm sitting here all cozy. I wasn't able to tell, so obviously when you're in tournament and the nerves are on, you don't want to take that risk if you're not sure at a glance. So understandable. But Granblue very well sealing out that game and takes the first game over Jance here. Moving on to the second game now. Oh my god, they're just switching corner position back and forth. Okay, but nobody ends up losing their life from those interactions. But as I say this, Jance getting a nice meaty corner combo here on Collision. But again, it really is funny watching that extra 2,000 health that Ladiva and Vasaraga have. It really does make a difference, it feels like. It really does, they don't take any damage when you hit them. Of course, you hit anyone hard enough and eventually they'll go down, but for the length of combo that Jance hit on Collision there, I feel like that was not a lot of damage. Just because of that Vasaraga beefiness. Alright, using his range to his advantage there to give himself an opportunity to Soul Forge up, but that charged 6/6H there is going to consume his armor. And does not get another chance to Soul Forge. This is bad. Again, Vasaraga without armor feels like half a character. There you go. So luckily he gets the sweep though and able to get his armor back on. This is scary. You want to find that opportunity to sweep them or knock them down to armor up, but Jance is very aware of this now. There's been a lot of different times that Collision has tried to sort of just hit him with something that puts him in a knockdown situation so he can get that armor. Jance is not letting him get that space to breathe, but gets caught out whiffing the button there into a little bit of a corner combo, which gives Collision the exact opening he needs to armor up. Tries it again. This may punish. It does not. He recovers in time. But again, Charlotta bounces so far off there. Granblue dreaming, aka Collision, not able to quite get a punish there. Doesn't get the Raging Strike conversion to finish the round, but still, very good position for him here. Oh, however, one touch could be all that it takes. Can Jance kill off of this? No, not quite. I'm not sure if a Raging Strike conversion was on the table there, but regardless, ultimate skill into ultimate skill. However, invincible skills are always going to win over just regular old Blanca balls. Terrible news for Jance there, because this means that Collision is now on set point. Once again, this is for loser's top 8 qualification, but that also means the loser of this match is completely out of the tournament. Jance having a very strong showing so far, but he's going to have to fight for his life here if he wants to stay in this thing. Collision getting pressured, but he does have a stack of Soul Forge up, so at any point... Oh, or he could just do... I was going to say, at any point, he could just kind of fight his way out, or... Obviously, he could always just do the Old Faithful. The ultimate dash out of the stagger-pressured frames there. Has been serving him incredibly well throughout this bracket so far, and may just be carrying him into a victory. And a loser's top 8 qualification here, depending. Oh, but this is a big starter from Jance here. Doesn't get the wall bounce. A little too far from the corner. If he could extend that combo, that would have been game. But now, Collision with another chance at life here to potentially seal this set out, and that is not quite going to do it. Neither player gets the punish. We are in scramble territory right now. One touch from either player will do it, and they're just throwing out every special they have, but the giant scythe from Vasaraga going to give him the range advantage he needs to snipe Jance out there with the aerial on the way down. And after an incredibly stressful end to that second game, Collision does end up taking it home. Well done to both gamers. Well done to Jance. Again, doing incredible. I think, Jance, did you do better in... yeah, like, you did better in this than you did in the beginner tournament, I think. You're rising to meet the competition here, so... Very, very well done to Jance, and of course, very well done to Collision for taking that set there. Jance, unfortunately, eliminated, but again, had a great showing, and I'm sure they will continue to do so in successive weeks here in the tournament. All right, and here's our first match of winner's side top 8. We've got Lazy Ruin versus Council here. Cagliostro Nier matchup. You love to see it. Lazy Ruin, obviously, very strong Nier player. Council, very high rank Cagliostro as well. So these are two of the strongest players in the tournament overall, probably. This is going to be a very interesting set. Winner of this is going to set themselves pretty well up to be probably in, I would imagine, winner's side of Grand Finals, if I have to guess. Right. So let's see. All right. I'm very curious to watch this. So the me trying to kind of see how these characters interact with other people, because I've never seen high-level players playing unless they're playing against me, because I don't watch as many tournament VODs as I used to. Maybe I should do more of that. In any case, oh look, yeah, you can already kind of tell the pace of the match, right? Council very familiar with where they can find gaps to potentially mash and kill death there. Doesn't quite manage to get a punish on the DP. Oh, and no gap there with the claw. Yeah, that is unfortunately not going to be a place for you to potentially mash. Tries to bait the Brave counter there, but Council doesn't bite. Gets that punish to find their way out of the corner. And suddenly, I mean, low on Brave points though, I was going to say. The big problem, Nier, whenever she hits you, you really feel it. And with her having only one heart, the super is going to do a massive amount of damage, and it's going to kill rather easily. In fact, had damage to spare there. Again, Nier's supers, the fewer of those death cards she has left, the harder they hit you. So with only one left, that was going to be death or Council, no matter which way you slice it. Especially only having one Brave point there. And now, oh, runs in, trying to catch the... When Niers do that little DP, the light DP there, is because they're explicitly trying to catch you mashing on death. Lazy Ruin has gotten wind of the fact the Council knows the windows where they can punch death and has been punishing them for it. Alright. Oh, doesn't quite get a full conversion off of that, so Council not quite blown up for their trouble here. It can be very scary to get hit by Nier at any point in the screen sometimes, but U-Trap going to set up some nice stuff here, gets Brave countered off of, pays the toilet tax. As Council now finds themselves in quite the dominant screen position, once again killing death just so clean with that. Very good knowledge of when they can and can't hit buttons to potentially get rid of the scary little puppet there. Unfortunately. Ultimate Death Spin. I don't know the names of the moves. I only know that the DP is called Misfortune. But Ultimate Death Spin there, going to push Ruin out of the corner. DP goes unpunished. I mean, this is... Oh, wow, and this is probably going to be death here. Yeah, Council taking that first round. I was going to say, this is sort of the match of characters with difficult to punish DPs. Nier's DP, of course, if you don't get the punish right away after the upward swing there, you can cancel into more moves. And Cagliostro's Air Toilet there, also quite the deceptive DP in terms of... can be very difficult to actually punish her for doing it sometimes. Blocks the overhead. Obviously, much better than me. I can't block that to save my life, but... Okay, but now finds themselves in a very spooky situation here. But again, no fear. Just very good. This is the character knowledge difference here. Finding those gaps to hit on death. But unfortunately, character knowledge only saves you so far. It can't save you from an empty health bar. As Lazy Ruin, solid conversion there in the corner, taking them to a win in that first game. Now, of course, this is top 8, which means the matches are first to 3. We are playing best of 5 now, so Council still has a lot of time to potentially try and bring this back. Let's see how they adapt to Ruin's corner pressure there in neutral. Oh my god, and again, so good on finding those gaps to blow up death. Oh, okay, but no. Gets counter hit there. The no escape throw. On their own offense of all things. No gap there with the claw. Corner pressure coming out here. It's so scary. Again, yeah, trying to find a place to match, but you just get counter hit. This is not going to be death, but it's going to hurt real hard. Strike throw is 50-50 now, or... Ah, but look at that. That's, again, some more character knowledge coming out of Council here. Again, clearly studied up on the Nier matchup. That overhead there is minus on hit. That, oh, and unfortunately still gets... Almost mounted a great comeback there, but still gets sniped out by death. But that side switch overhead that Nier can do, even if she hits you with it, it is minus on hit. So Council, as soon as they got bopped by that, were immediately on the ball, hitting buttons there. Very ready to punish that option. Gets rid of death once more. Okay, sets their traps, Pyrrhus. You know how it is. And wow, that actually, I did not think that would start up fast enough to win the clash there. But I guess the death moves do have a little bit of startup to them once she has to summon death. Okay, pays the toilet tax once again. And counter hit out of the Raging Strike there. Huge starter here for Council. Let's see how much damage they can get off of it. Good damage and the setup with the portals there, but just gets Brave countered out of it for their trouble. Lazy Brave countering very liberally, but out of, I was going to say, almost out of defensive resources. It doesn't matter at this point. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Maybe it does. They do in fact drop their combo, but they get a second chance at it. That was very scary for a second there for Lazy Ruin. Lazy Ruin has been looking very, very strong. An uncharacteristic drop at the end there, but they still, you know, that's not just the sign of a really strong player is not necessarily never making any mistakes, but even when you make those mistakes, you don't let it mentally boom you and then have you throw the run from there. Even after that drop, Lazy's still able to gather themselves and get that round. Anyways, moving on to this game in the present here. Half of Council's health already gone here, as again, every single time that this character touches you, it can be very spooky. But just, so again, so I keep just harping on it, but it is really great character knowledge that we're seeing on display here from Council, finding those gaps to kill death. They will go for the super skybound here, cashing out entirely. They want that brave point advantage and the damage. I mean, at this point, Lazy Ruin having absolutely no brave points and not a whole lot of health. The next touch here could be death if it leads into a combo. Does not decide to go for the DP there, but Death is going to snipe them out, and I was going to say, didn't actually kill. Chance at life there, especially with Death being gone now, but a quick little 6-6L there is going to shut down any hopes of a comeback in that round. As Lazy Ruin for realsies this time on set point. Gets that counter hit 6-6L there. Okay. Council. Getting a second chance potentially out of the Death Blender temporarily. Let's see what they can do with it. Fierce. Okay. Yeah, again, that little light DP there is trying to catch Council mashing to kill Death. They showed some patience that time and actually managed to just punish it instead. Whoa, look at the air stall that Cagliostro can do, but unfortunately, all of that just leads to a nice little mid-screen near come through the trouble here. They're alive, but once again, Super does a ton of damage, and they are in some real big danger right now. Death's back. Lazy playing very, very cautiously here. Knows they have a giant lead in terms of brave points and health and everything else. Doesn't need to take a risk. Eventually, they were going to snipe out with something, and I was going to give them the win, and that is exactly how it goes down. As Lazy Ruin does end up taking it 3-0 over Council. Well played to both players. And here is our next match of winner's side top 8 here. We've got Call Me the Bank, aka Hostile, versus Blast Timber. It's a Belial Onray matchup. Blast very strong. Oh, Avatar Belial, actually. There you go. That's what I thought. Looks like Avatar Belial versus Onray. So two very, honestly, underrepresented characters. I mean, Onray for sure, one of the rarest characters in the entire game, but Avatar as well, a character who I thought, you know, I mean, again, I talked about this in the beginner tournament as well, but this is sort of the Akuma archetype of character. So you'd think that, you know, possibly he could be very strong here as the game's lifespan goes on, but it actually seems to have been the exact opposite. People kind of souring on this character as time goes on. I think a big part of it is just there's so much goddamn offense in this game, and everyone does so much damage that having the lowest health in the game and damaging yourself is going to be problematic here, but so far, 2 out of 2 command grabs successful. Blast, for his part, is a very strong Onray player. An Onray, spoiler alert if you didn't watch the last video, but it came out 2 days ago at this point, so that's your fault. An Onray did win the beginner brackets. Let's see if Blast can maybe hit us with a repeat here. Oh, okay, but so far, a much better start for Call Me the Bank, aka Hostile there. This could be, this is Death, actually, yeah. I was gonna question whether or not this was Death, but of course, Avatar Belial, the one thing he does have is he does have these goddamn cutscene combos, you know. Avatar hits you with a combo, you sit back and you just go grab a sandwich, you go do your taxes, you come back, and on the bright side, most of the time, yes, you may or may not be dead, but usually Avatar does almost as much damage to you in that combo as he does to him, or to himself in that combo as he does to you. So that's kind of a bit of a consolation prize there. Hits him with the Devil Jin, does not fall for it. Onray's parry, I did learn recently, is actually a lot stronger of a move than I gave it credit for. In fact, if you, off the medium parry there, Onray will get a full combo. So he is a very scary character to just walk in. It's almost like people talk about near DP and how near DP is incredibly strong because it gets you a full combo and you get hit by it. Onray has a kind of similar thing on one of his parries, at least. In any case, I was going to say this round is getting to the danger zone here. Both players on low bravery. I mean, at this point, one touch from anyone is going to kill, and there we see one of the possible counterplays to Belial's dive kick there. So essentially, it is a bit of a reaction check in the sense that if he doesn't have that ball of energy in his hand there, it's not a command grab, it's a dive kick. But you can just jump and beat both of them if you time it properly. Of course, that Devil Jin move that I like to call it, the little laser out of his chest, that is going to beat you jumping if you do it preemptively. But as long as you wait to see Avatar commit to a dive kick, you can usually punish him for that. Oh my god, and never mind, I was going to talk more about the dive kick, but Blast is just going to wrap up this first game here while we're at it. Damn. Didn't even give me a chance to analyze. Oh, didn't even give me a chance to analyze it. That's almost certainly a character switch here from Hostile. It did look like he was hovering the regular Belial. Yeah, there you go. And that is in fact what he's going with. Yeah, really well played round by Blast there. Incredibly dominant in the corner. Belial, it's funny, right? Avatar, he taps into that forbidden power, whatever it is, that turns him into that crazy state, and he just gets a lot worse. Once he calms down for a second, maybe we can all learn a thing or two from Belial. Once he calms down and just focuses on how horny he is, he actually just gets, he jumps up like 30 spots on the tier list, so. Hopefully, maybe Hostile will have a better time trying to fight back here against Blast on the Onray, but so far, it's looking like a repeat of the last round of the first game. Hold on, DP's out. I mean, it doesn't get you out of the corner. Yeah, that's the thing. Again, DP, kind of a low reward option at times. It gets him out of that pressure string, but he's still got the bad screen position here and ultimate parry from Onray. Suddenly, Looking very dangerous here for Hostile, but oh, I have my own ultimate parry, in fact, if you don't mind. Spooky situation here. You're not at chip yet, but you're very fast approaching it. Clock is ticking down. Oh, and I like the idea there to potentially spot dodge a committal option, but that spin from Onrey is so goddamn active that it's just going to catch you even after all of the active frames of your spot dodge are over. Anyways, on the bright side, Hostile getting a much better start to this round here, winning the first neutral interaction and pushing Blast all the way to the corner. Doesn't quite get a full conversion off of that and gets his DP blocked. It's going to be problematic. Blast now getting opportunity, fights his way out of the corner. Back to mid-screen here. Even health. No one with a gigantic advantage just yet in the round. This throw is a good start, though. Blast wants to start pushing his way. Yeah, exactly. Pushing his way into the corner there. This Skybound Dart is going to put him now at a health advantage and a Brave Point advantage. Oh, I was gonna say I like what Blast is doing there, kind of standing at a range where he can sort of contest the neutral, or I guess not even neutral. He had an offense position there, and Hostile couldn't. But Hostile instead just dashes all the way up and 6-6Ls him in the face. Now, I mean, Hostile's got Super Skybound Dart, man. One touch could very well just be any sort of hit confirmed to Super Skybound is going to be death for Blast. So he's got to make sure he doesn't slip up here. And oh, the spin does actually catch him out of the air and gets the conversion with the ultimate spear thrust there. Very good wherewithal from Blast. That was a little bit of a strange hit to try and confirm, especially in the heat of the moment, but no, makes it look easy. No nerves at all, seemingly. All right. DP's his way out there into a throw. Once again, a good start to the round for Hostile here, but let's see if he can maintain his corner pressure. Yeah, again, Blast has been finding the spots to sneak out of this and blow Hostile up for his troubles. Sometimes you fight someone where it just feels like you're guessing on your own offense. And right now, I wonder if this is how Hostile's feeling. It's too early to call anything. We're still talking about a best of 5 here, right? So there's still a long way to go for either of these players. But early signs have been Blast feeling pretty comfortable in this matchup. However, hold on. Again, this is the journey of 1,000 dubs starts with a single turnaround. Oh, is this 2-0? Apparently I was miscounting. I thought this was apparently this is 2-0. Never mind. So we don't have that long of a way to go. I thought, yeah, okay. So I thought I had more to go off of. But yeah, it is 2-0. Never mind. Yeah. So in fact, this is suddenly a very spooky situation. Oh, you're right. There was the character switch, of course. Yes. In any case, Blast trying to put himself on set point here. I mean, you're in chip at this point. Everything is horrible. Everything sucks, and you are going to die unless you do something real fast. And that is not going to do it, unfortunately. So, with my poor game counting corrected, that does mean that this is, in fact, set point here for Blast to potentially move on in the winner's side of top 8 here. Again, Hostile just not looking like he really has the answers. Even on his own offense, Blast just keeps exactly finding those spots to parry and turn the situation around on him. Okay. 5H, again, from Belial is a very good tool to cover up some space in neutral like that, right? And just whiff punish people or catch them sleeping at the wheel. Though again, Blast now finding pressure in the corner. It's been very difficult for Hostile to leave this corner ever since this round started. DP is not going to quite do it either yet. Okay, hold on. I was going to say back to mid-screen, but there's another ultimate parry coming out from Blast, putting us back into a advantageous position for him. Alright, both players kind of just walking back and forth, trying to feel each other out. Ultimate spin doesn't really get much. Isn't going to get a full combo conversion off of this. Hostile still alive for now, but next touch could do it. And again, this is set point. You gotta be careful here, and he gets his toes clipped. Always gotta watch out for your toes, unfortunately. Those lows super fast. If you're not crouch blocking by default, that shit is completely unreactable, of course. I would not want to fight Blast. I would not want to fight Blast either. Very strong showing there. On, again, yeah, Onrey, underrepresented character, clearly. I mean, both Onreys that we've had in the tournament so far have been doing pretty decently, so. Blast moving on there in the bracket. Hostile still in it, of course, but drops down to loser's side here to try and fight for his life in the tournament, so. Well played to both players, and let's see who we're getting up next here. Alright, and here's our next match, loser's side of top 8. We've got Wayne, or Lwayne Kangs here, on Lwayne, of course, versus Collision on his Vasaraga. Collision now our last remaining representative of the non-master ranks. Here to rep all of his fellow brethren. Let's see. Put your hands up in the air, folks. He needs that Spirit Bomb energy from you. Okay. Pretty tame start to the round so far. Just letting each other breathe a little bit. Collision apparently was studying up videos on how to beat the Mario Party minigame here, so let's see. The first Super Skybound Dart is going to set the tone for this set, I imagine. Whoa, and the parry hits from all the way over there. That scythe, as big as it is, not disjointed. Very few things in Granblue are. Unless you're a projectile, you are probably not disjointed. You probably have a hurt box there. So that parry smacking Vasaraga right out of his normal. All right. Here's the first knowledge check. The score of the baby knowledge check, right? Like, this is, if you can't, if you can deal with this, then hopefully you can deal with the Super Skybound Dart, but this is the slightly easier one. Oh, and that is punishable, right? He is minus there, but, or maybe not punishable, but he is minus on block at least there, especially if you dodge the guard crush. But the parry is going to cover those frames. Give him, allow him to keep his pressure up and take that first round over Collision Course. Okay. He's got armor. Again, Vasaraga with armor. Now he's a full character. He can finally play the video game. So hopefully, exactly, he can just kind of get these, you know, Soulforge armor loops going. And that can be, wow, that can be very good for him. Good reaction there to blow up that that dash move from Lane, the little triple blade slice. Oh, and here it comes again, Human Pyramid. Yeah, jumping this is, some people pointed out, jumping this is very, exactly. Jumping to dodge that low is very ballsy because he does have the fireworks that he can blow you up with. But overall, you know, worse things have happened. To get hit by a Skybound Dart, he took a little bit of damage there. He's still, you know, more than alive to tell the tale. Oh, and the spot dodge, but ready to keep matching there. Does not get caught off guard and blows him up at the end of the spot dodge. Oh my god. And EX move versus EX move. The giant armored one is going to do it. And Collision taking a round here. Again, I see a couple of Spirit Bomb gifts in the chat there. I'm going to need more of them. You gotta feed your energy in here. As he is fighting for his life against these master ranks right now. Okay, gets another anti-air. I mean, it's not looking so bad. This is a really good start to the round here for Collision. Has the corner pressure now. Oh, but the ultimate dash, Luane's, he has that side swap move there, and that is going to put him firmly on the other side when that dash comes out. Big whiff there. That tool has been giving Collision a lot of mileage so far, but it fails him for the first time in the bracket. This is the worst time that it picked to not... Oh my god, once again jumping the low. Just absolutely no fear there. Ow, my knees, says Luane. I did not realize. I've never paid attention to what they say. Well, I guess it was probably the boys in the Human Pyramid, not Luane, actually, but unfortunately. All that being said, a dash in there is going to end up leading to some minus frames and a death for Collision Course Gaming there. Still, you know, potentially 2 games to play here. It is best of 5, right? So there's still a lot of time for Collision to try and pull this back. Here's the thing with these higher ranked players, man, is the longer they get to play you, the more they can potentially try and adapt to your style. So you kind of do want to just get them out of the way as soon as you can, if possible. Easier said than done, of course. Okay. Backdash, not going to get punished by that charge there. Solid spacing shown by Collision here. A lot of times they're just kind of caught Luane out with the big scythe. Okay. Oh, gets clipped by the overhead. Spot dodge is low, but it's so many reaction checks, one after the other, and unfortunately they did fail one of them. That's all it takes. Oh, doesn't actually get the conversion off of the ultimate dash there because of how high in the air Luane was when they hit them. Okay, a little air-to-air trade there. Luane using the opportunity to heal up a little bit. This is not good. Get some meter too. 30% while we're at it. The Junkrat wheel, not going to lead to anything for Luane there. The parry's very on point though. It feels like every single time Luane's in danger, they do manage this parry at the perfect time to get themselves out of it. However, speaking of in danger, Skybound Dart here. 1 Brave Point. Strike or throw will kill. What's the mix? Oh, and Vasaraga's anti-airs, as always, failing him. And here we go. For the round. Iggy. He said he watched videos on how to beat the Mario Party minigame. Can he manage it? And it is so difficult. The timing, if you haven't done it too often in real match. Yeah, well, he's alive, but unfortunately, he was in chip distance there after all the damage he took from that Skybound Darts. Those rockets, once he was in the air, were basically, they were a checkmate situation there. Okay. Luane up 1 round in the second game here, and again, great start to this round as he finds himself with some early corner offense. The Catalina laser tank there, going to hit meaty. Give him a nice old counter hit starter here. Oh, what? Get the hell off him. Vasaraga does have a reversal. Dry land is not a myth. I've seen it. It does cost him 50% meter, and it does lose to just jumping over it, but it exists. Okay, once again, Human Pyramid. The knowledge checks never end. Oh, does not... Oh, okay. I was going to say does not get faked out by that little spot dodge there, but the second time it did actually work on him. What the hell? Again, strange hit there. Oh, I think this is because... Is that because of the Catalina rockets? The Catalina rockets slowing Vasaraga's animation down there as he armors through it. Gives him a bit of a weird hit on the ultimate dash there. Means he can't convert into a combo. Very unfortunate stuff. Luane all the way back up to full health here. This is a scary thing. You give Luane the screen space, he can just keep eating and eating and eating. Okay, but hold on. Oh no, Human Pyramid once again. What's the move? Uh-oh. Looked like Collision was just kind of standing still there. I hope he didn't disconnect or something. Hopefully his controller didn't break. Yes, no, maybe so. Tragedy may have struck here in our loser side top 8. There was a little bit of a flash of a please wait there, as if there may have been some sort of connection issue, possibly. And then Collision seemingly stood still into that Human Pyramid. Alright, so some slight desync issues on that last round there, unfortunately. It does happen every now and then with this game here, especially when the connections can get a little rough. So after some discussion, I think that what we decided on is basically Luane was up 1 round there, so he's just going to we're going to have him absolutely beat the living hell out of Collision course here. Kind of like this is basically just a bunch of us here sitting watching an execution happen, so that's kind of it's kind of messed up. But afterwards, we will redo that second round since unfortunately the end of it was, just a little unfortunate with the desync there. Luane obviously did have the lead in that round, so oh my god, a perfect! He's so good at the video game, completely outclassing his opponent. Luane did have the lead going to the desync, but I think just for the sake of avoiding shenanigans there, Luane seems to be a good sport about it too, so we'll just redo this round. And hey, I mean, looking like a repeat of the first round so far. He's beaten the absolute hell out of Collision course, but let's see. He is allowed to fight back now. That first round, he did have to just sit there and take it. But now he can block and try and take his turn. Okay, the DP at least getting him out of the corner there, so that's something, but all of a sudden, not looking so good here. The Rockets are going to have enough hits to break the armor there. Knock Vasaraga right out of his tackle. This is about where the desync happened last time in terms of HP, too, so that is going to do it. All right, so this is still 2-0. We still have 1 more game, but now there is no asterisk on anything. That is officially 2-0 in favor of Luane here, but they do have 1 more game to play at least, depending on how Collision Course can try to bring this back. Hopefully we didn't just get another desync here. No, we did not. Okay, perfect. I was starting to get worried for a second. I'm like, connection out here exploding left, right, and center, but no. All right, so just to recap, right? So now this is officially 2-0 in Luane's favor here, and if he wins this next one, well, that is going to be Collision Course eliminated from the bracket, and we will only have Master players remaining, as Luane would move on in loser side top 8. Let's see. I feel like this is honestly kind of a problem, right? Vasaraga kind of wants his space sometimes so that he can set up some Soul Forges, but if you give Luane that screen space, he can just heal up all this damage that Vasaraga has done to him. So, even though I hadn't really considered it, this may be kind of a bad matchup here for Vasaraga. Of course, that's, you know what? Worse things have happened when somebody is, for somebody spending 100 Skybound Art Gauge on you there. He does just end up pushing Collision all the way to the corner, and you know what? For his trouble, gets immediately sideswapped into his own corner situation here. Suddenly, not looking so good. Spent the 100 meter to put himself in the corner, essentially, is how that ended up working out. Very unfortunate there for Luane. All right. Gets the air-to-air there. Again, the Rocket's beating out the tackle, right? Same thing happened last time. Vasaraga only has 2 hits of armor on his armored moves, unless it's the U follow-up, and here we go. Once again, Collision saying he was studying up how to beat this Mario Party minigame. Let's see. His first attempt wasn't awful, but he's going to need to do a little bit better this time, and it is not happening so far. That is going to be a failed minigame once more. Something about bonus stars, I don't know. Regardless, one way or another, that does put us on set point here for Luane. Assuming no desyncs or no other shenanigans like that. Nice nice block on the side switch there, and we are getting a little bit of lag. Hopefully both players remain in the same dimension here. We will see. Looks like it so far. This doesn't look like bots. Looks like 2 players fighting. Oh man, and the counter hit 5H there. Collision kicking the router. I'm kidding, of course. All right, killing the boys. A little bit of frame dips going on, but if anything, that's just gonna make it a lot harder to react to this here Human Pyramid nonsense. Okay, blocking the lows so far, and unfortunately gets clipped by the highs. Again, worse things have happened for getting hit with a super, right? A little bit of damage and they're still mid-screen, but Luane rapidly approaching 100% meter again. You know what that means? He gets to 100% meter and he's below 30%. We have another Mario Party minigame on our hands, and they have not been going well for Collision so far, but once again, this has been completely unable to get the conversions he's looking for off of that ultimate dash there. This has not been working against Luane for one reason or another. He's still alive with a sliver here, but the DP is predicted by Luane, and that is going to be 3-0 with our last Masters representative out of the bracket. But hey, that's something in and of itself, right? This is this player, Collision. They made it the furthest out of everyone who wasn't Master Rank here. So incredibly well done to them. Strong showing, but Lane there is going to get the better of them with all of those knowledge checks and Mario Party minigames. And of course, he didn't just gimmick him out. He played well too, right? But definitely some of those supers contributing to some definite advantage in neutral and on offense there. All right, now we have our next match of loser's side top 8 here. We've got Kion Toki versus Luca. And yeah, it's a near Zoe matchup. Both Master Rank players. At this point, again, everyone remaining in this bracket is Master Rank. So, well done to everyone below there who joined, but unfortunately, the bad guys have won. Now, let's see. Very solid spot dodge in that 6-6H, by the way, to start the round there from Luca. That is, the move can be punishable on block, but I mean, spot dodging is kind of just like a statement, if anything, right? Toki, unfortunately, running into the DP there. You know what that means? It's big damage here, and now finds themselves in the corner. Death staying between you and Nier. Oh my god, jumps over and shoots her with the lightning there. Interesting little interaction. That is punishable, unfortunately, yeah. That low follow-up to... it's kind of like a Rekka, I suppose, but that low follow-up there is going to be punishable. Luke's going to not miss that opportunity. Gets the light into the Raging Strike conversion. Again, Raging Strike, really nice conversion in a can, right? You get a random hit there, you Raging Strike, you Raging Chain, and no matter what it is, you can convert that into a full combo. So, very well done by Luca there. Finds himself in the corner early on in this round, though. Let's see. Death, gone. I think that was a ultimate lightning there by the sound of things in the meter expenditure from Toki. That just got punched out there. Throws out of the near pressure there. Good job finding a gap. Once again, yeah, that claw into Waltz there is going to be a gap for Toki to mash on. However, once more into the breach with the near DP. Oh, I like that, honestly, because that, when Death's holding you in place with those medium slashes there, Nier has so much time to just cook and do whatever the hell she wants to. Of course, it is very 2Hable potentially, that spinning slash, but just as a quick call-out option there to see if Luco is ready for it. I like the attempt, and it did work out in that case. Okay, no full conversion off the ultimate waltz there. I believe that move's called. Oh my god, jumps clean over the near DP. That move does reach pretty high in the air, but the jump arc just barely there, scraping the bottom of Zoe's boots, and manages to get their punish for their trouble. This is punishable. Oh, but spaced out pretty well. It is minus enough to be punishable, but I suppose they were far enough away there that it was difficult for Luca to actually find the normal to hit them with. Once again, though, near DP. Oh, doesn't quite get a full combo off of it, though. This is good. It's a chance for Toki here. That would have been a lot of damage, potentially. All right, text to throw. Well done. And once again, yeah, very good job of, you know, teching with that light button so that if Toki does go for those air bait attempts like he has been wanting to do, Luca has just been smacking him out of it consistently. So, very solid defensive play here. Oh, and the overhead. The side switch overhead is going to seal the round there. That is a really good way for Nier to just check if you're asleep at the wheel, right? It can just kind of bonk you nice and fast like. Again, it's not just a side switch, it's also an overhead. So you have to be... Oh. What's going on here, folks? A character switch, possibly, from Toki. But yeah, you have to be blocking, you got to be holding the guard button to block left, right, and you have to be ready to potentially block that overhead too. And we're getting a side switch to, or a character switch to Narmaya from Toki, another character that they have at Master Rank, apparently. Very impressive stuff. 2 characters up here at Master. Let's see what they got rocking. Narmaya, a more... Oh my god, I was going to say a more aggressive character than Zoe, I would imagine, right? Has so many ways to just kind of close the gap, and then, you know, oh, exactly, well, I mean, you know what, I see it now, I see the vision. Toki does love their throw baits, right? And Narmaya does have that EX flip, which is a really good way to throw bait people, right? Oh, and actually does get the punish on DP this time. It's been working out incredibly well for Luca so far, but at least in this game, Toki seems a little bit more ready for it. Okay, does not get baited there by the ultimate flip. Good patience on defense from Luca. That moved the bane of my existence. I definitely try to Brave counter right away and get Raging Strike when that happens. Very often, but speaking of beating the ultimate flip near DP, they're going to do a great job of it. Toki still got a lot of health to work with here, but at this point, one good touch from Luca could be all she wrote. Nier is going to be getting those big damaging combos even in mid-screen, and that is in fact going to do it. Very good by Luca to, even in that scary situation there, still find opportunity to snipe Toki out on the approach and take that first round down. Trying to go up 2-0 here. Again, in a best of 5, 2-0 is such a mountainous difference between that and 1-1, right? You're tied on sets, or you have to win 2 in a row to even be even. Okay, and once again, the multiple consecutive normal punches there from Death, catching Toki out. The overhead leading into a full combo also afterwards. Scary position here. Don't want to get DP'd. Luka holding on to it, though. Hasn't let it rip just yet. Actually gets caught out by the ultimate flip there. Oh, but unfortunately a little bit too much delay on the offense from Toki. Trying to potentially go for a throw bait there, run up for a while, and then just do that EX flip, possibly. But Luka was having none of that. He was teching again. So this is an interesting concept, right? You might think that the regular throw tech there is it's 2-0 currently for Luka. So we got one more, at least one more set to play here. But you might think that the throw tech where you mash a button is worse because it leaves you minus and it does damage to you, right? But actually, even though the frame advantage is worse, it is much better against people's attempts to try and throw bait or shimmy you, as Toki has been very wont to do. So you've seen, so Luka was able to just kind of hit 5L there and then hit him from there into a full combo to win that second game. But anyways, find himself in the corner now, however, near DP. Doesn't lead to a full combo, and actually, once again, gets sniped out by that ultimate flip. Not looking so bad for Toki just yet, and finds that gap after the claw once more, claw into waltz there, but this is not going to be death, I don't think. I don't think. Okay, there you go. I was starting to lose confidence in my guess there. It's not death, but of course now it is a one-tap situation for either player, and looks like it is Toki who did find that tap, taking this first round here. This is great. I mean, again, Toki's got now a bit of a mountain to climb, down 2-0 in this set, right? So you got to win 3 games in a row here to potentially stay in the tournament. But anything is possible, right? He's got to. It is that good old tournament mindset. You have to make sure that you don't let the past matches get to you. You can use them as data and learn from them, but don't let any losses get you down and cause you to play worse in upcoming matches. Easier said than done, but Toki's doing a pretty good job of it so far, as they are reacting to a lot of these gaps, punching near DP where they can. Oh, and spot dodge there on the side switch actually ends up working out for Luka. Maybe Toki was as caught off guard by that as I was not quite ready to just keep hitting buttons there. Okay, does not get caught up by the ultimate flip this time, but eventually the pressure does open up Luka. Can only block for so long. One more touch here is probably going to do it, and what in God's name? There were so many particle effects on the screen, I couldn't even tell what was happening until we were like 3 hits into the combo. Alright, well, with that very, well, I would call it a confusing end to the round, but maybe the players have better eye on things than I did. Teleported behind Luka's Brave counter, I see. With that end to the round there, at least Toki is going to take a game back here, start clawing his way back in this set count. Let's see how it goes. Stay away from me. Parry. Finds himself in the corner once more. Oh, and yeah. As we've seen it a couple of times here, right? But that flip is just not going... is going to be beat clean by the near DP every single time. Unfortunate there. Toki has been trying to get a lot of use out of it. Gets snapped out of another ultimate skill there. Maybe the teleport, maybe the flip. Couldn't quite catch the start of it. But, oh, regardless. I was going to say still finds themselves in a strong corner position here. And they do get a nice counter hit starter there on Luka. Doesn't get the kill, though. So, oh, I was going to say. So, at this point, I was going to say one touch from either player could still do it. But Luka actually not able to fully convert that into a kill in the round. Oh, and the double crossover there goes for the side switch dash. Luka crossing over afterwards. Maybe try to do a spot dodge. I think I know what happened there. I'd imagine, because Luka has spot dodged that before. They may have just done the spot dodge a little bit late, so Toki was already on the other side of them, and that gave them roll, which was a lot more punishable in that circumstance. In any case, having a better go of this round so far. In fact, this should not be death, I don't believe, for Toki, but it does leave them in a really bad situation, and that side switch overhead, again, has a 100% success rate in this set so far. I don't believe that Toki has managed to defend against that. It's getting just absolute mileage for Luka here. And potentially, I mean, putting him on set point. But let's see if he can parlay that into a full win on the set here. Toki officially now fighting for their life in this tournament. If they lose this round, they are out of things. Missed Finer there. Make the pressure safe at the very end. Give her some space. The clash of the ultimate skills ends up with Toki in advantage there, getting a combo. Hits combo limit. We out here, we optimizing as much as we possibly can, but once again, gets clipped by the near DP. But once again, Luka has not been getting full combos off of a lot of these DPs. And this could be the start of something for Toki. I mean, I don't think Luka's dead quite yet, but at this point, a throw or a strike will kill. Very tense situation here. Kind of feeling each other out, but Toki running out of space, getting pushed to the corner. Is the DP going to come out, right? That's got to be the thing on both players' minds to an extent here. Look at this. Just staring each other down. But yeah, get Toki running out of health, running out of screen space. No Brave points, and near DP on the other side, but doesn't get the kill. Oh my god, and he just runs up and throws. Did he just walk up slowly and down smash? Oh my god, absolutely no fear there from Toki. Taking us 2-2. And we are going to a game 5, boys. Man. That was unfortunately in the scramble there. I mean, I wouldn't have expected the DP to hit on the other side there too, but Luca unfortunately not able to capitalize on that stray hit that he managed to get. And Toki staying calm even after he just barely made it out with his life there. And finishing off the round with that run-up throw. Extremely well played by both players so far, but at this point, this is the last game. One way or another, whoever wins this is moving on. So let's see. Good start for Toki. Once again, pushing Luca to the corner, but finds himself in, whoa, I was going to say find himself in the near blender, but instead it looked a little different there. The run-up throw of his own. He says, I can do it too. You're not the only one who doesn't have any fear of just running up and grabbing people. And the side switch overhead once again. I mean, I can't talk shit. You know, I get hit by that thing all the time, but it has definitely been putting absolute work in for Luca. And once again, set points, extremely clean round, leading us into, again, potential victory for Luca here, but that EX flip finally paying dividends. It has not really managed to get any counter hits for Toki so far, if I can remember correctly, but this time lands a clean hit, 2 in a row. In fact, this actually may be death. No, actually, less damage than the first combo, but grabs their toes and answers back with a perfect. Both rounds so far, very dominant from each player. Let's see, final round. Who's going to pull this out? Oh no, and a whiff DP is not how you want things to start. And Luca not messing up his conversion off the DP this time. Maybe tries, maybe was blocking the other way there and got hit, expecting the side switch. That's why I got to be hitting that guard button, if that is what happened. But this round now looking very good for Luca. DP not coming out. I was going to say the DP's on everyone's mind, but no full conversion off of it. Still a chance here for Toki, but that throw is going to do it. Luca closing out that final round in rather convincing fashion to take it 3-2 in a very hard-fought set here over Toki. Very well played to both players. But that is going to unfortunately be Toki sent out of bracket and Luca moving on in losers top 8. And now we're moving on to, I believe this is winners finals of the bracket here with Lazy Ruin versus Blast Timber. Near Honre. Blast proving very strong so far, having a very, very strong showing on this Honre, but Lazy Ruin is a very scary opponent on this Nier here, so let's see if he can pull it out.
Believe in victory.
Obviously not a matchup you see super often, just because, honestly, any matchup with Honre is not one that you encounter super often, but I'm going to be interested. I have no idea. Like, I can try and make guesses, that usually those guesses are probably wrong, but I can try and make guesses as to how certain matchups might play. Nier and Honre are both unique enough in the way that they play their neutral that I really have no idea what the hell is going to be happening in this matchup. I mean, it looks so far like, I guess potentially, Death could allow Nier to sort of challenge Honre from distances where they don't necessarily have to worry about the spear, but... Alright, catches him in there with the claw, but gets ultimate parry for their trouble. Oh, and goes right through the ultimate death there with the spear thrust, but this is probably going to be death here. Yeah, looks like it for Blast, as those Raging Strike conversions are very good for Nier. Even if death isn't around, he can still get some pretty decent damage there if he's got the jewels and the meter to burn on you, right? So, Laser Ruin taking that first round. Oh, and parries death. Once again, Blast getting a lot of mileage out of these parries. Let's see what he can do here. He's got a good screen position here. Potentially pressure Lazy Ruin. Oh, but that sweep. When death is out, Nier sweep is so just gigantic. It does catch Blast's toes there. However, not able to fully make it out of the oh my god, not able to fully make it out of the corner there, and a really solid throw bait there from Blast. Lazy Ruin does unfortunately take the bait. And that Skybound Dart is going to be Blast, tying this up 1-1 so far. Who's going to take the momentum in this set first? Let's see. Okay, once again, just kind of sitting here at full screen, poking at each other for a little bit, but eventually it does seem that Nier has the advantage in those exchanges, or at the very least, Lazy Ruin has the advantage in those exchanges so far. Gets hit with the DP, but actually does not get any further conversions, does Lazy Ruin. This, however, that was a bit of damage there, getting a little stray hit by death there into a good 34% of your life. Well done by Lazy there. That's the throw. Oh, but this is not death. Well done for Blast there. I mean, not that he did anything to survive that necessarily, but just the pure grit of him manifesting that into existence. Oh, ultimate parry though. Oh, there's a follow-up there that goes off regardless, and it almost gave Blast another chance to get into this round, but unfortunately, so he's going to get sniped out by death at the end of all things there, and find himself down 1-0 in the set as Lazy Ruin takes the first game. All right, let's see. Just jumps at him, round start, no fear, Shakespeare. Yeah, okay, it is definitely seeming like at these full screen distances, Andre has a little bit of a hard time competing with death here. All right. Good pickup by Lazy Ruin here to put himself in the corner. Ultimate parry going to catch death, but not near, actually. Lazy able to block that. Brave counters back to get his turn. Thanks to that throw. Well done. And this is not going to be anything. Or not going to be at least converting to death, but oh. Uses the install. This has got to be one of the rarest moves. You never see this thing. Gives Nier... Oh my god, I was going to say, you don't have time to talk about it, but normally what that does basically gives Nier infinite uses of death for as long as that gauge is up. And then once it's gone, death goes bye-bye for a little bit, so... A very rare move, but I suppose in that exact case where you might just want to kill someone with chip, there is a use case for it. Regardless, Lazy's taking that round there, and now this round off to a very strong start for him. Looking to potentially put himself up 2-0 in this bracket, so let's see. This will, the winner of this set, if I'm correct, we'll go to winner's side of Grand Finals, which is just such an incredibly big advantage in any tournament. And looks like this is going to be Game 2 going to Lazy Ruin as well. Very impressive stuff so far from both players, but Lazy just getting that one step ahead here in these neutral interactions. And of course, once you win neutral, you put somebody into the corner, and once you put somebody into the corner, really no matter what character you're playing, it is absolutely horrifying to try and defend yourself in this video game. It does not fall for the throw bait that time. Good patience from Lazy Ruin here. Oh, nice stab there on Death. Blast, I feel like, has been having a little bit of trouble finding these opportunities to sort of poke Death out. But he does manage it there. Gets his toes clipped once again, though. He just parry in midair? I don't think I knew that he could do that. Oh, yeah. And Lazy not actually getting the Raging Chain follow-up there, but he can just convert off of it the normal way. Just runs up and blows up Blast for his trouble. Nice pokes Death out once again with the Brave counter there. Ultimate parry, not going to do anything, but the follow-ups, again, we were talking about this, the follow-ups on Ray's parry do happen regardless. So even after you see him block the parry, it is kind of like a Sephiroth angle there. You do have to still be worried about him going off. But in any case, Lazy Ruin, with that throw, putting himself on set point and starting this round off very strong. Really scary position to be now if you're in Blast. This round is for your winner's side life here. Again, even if Blast can make a hell of a run and make it all the way back, win the loser's bracket, and meet Lazy in Grand Finals, if he does lose this, he's going to have to beat Lazy 2 sets in a row to actually eliminate him. So, you would really, really love to be the person who wins this set. Grand Finals is a massive advantage, and whoever puts themselves in Grand Finals very quickly becomes the favorite to win the whole thing, and looks like right now that is, by the second, it's getting more and more likely that's going to be Lazy Ruin. Blast fighting back, though. He does have Super Skybound Art here, so any touch could potentially lead into the round. Lazy playing incredibly patient, though. Baits out the parry, and Death is going to snipe out the Blast attempts to approach there with the Waltz. That is going to be Lazy Ruin taking it to 3-0 over Blast. An incredibly well-played game. Well done to both of our players. Alright, so this is going to be our next match here of loser side top 8. We've got Hostile versus Lwayne Kangs here. Hostile, aka Call Me the Bank. Going back to the Avatar Belial. Has a lot of faith in this character, I suppose. I mean, I'm all here for it. It's a very fun character. It looks like a very cool character when things go well, too, but it's just very difficult when you just explode every time anyone comes near you. So let's see what they can do here. I mean, it's not such a bad start right now, but once again, Lwayne has gotten a lot of value off of those parries, and they are continuing to do so. Oh, spot dodge, not going to be invincible for long enough to beat out that triple slash there, but still recovers in time to block. Wow, the boys got goddamn hops, huh? Little overhead fellow there. He actually made it far enough to knock Avatar right out of the sky. Here comes Human Pyramid. Let's see. Are you ready? Wow, that's actually... He's actually blocking low by default, the absolute madman. Can react to that high, I suppose. But I mean, he blocks the whole thing, so clearly he knows something that I don't. Unfortunately, though, still going to get caught out here and blown up by that little Raging Strike conversion there from Lwayne to take that first round. Anti-air auto combo, indeed. Again, this is actually going to be a nice little corner combo here for Hostile, but once again, doing quite a bit of damage to himself as well as to Lwayne Kangs there. However, still, able to make his way forwards here. Potentially, I mean, next hit, if it's a good one, might... Oh, my God. Once again, Lane Kang's anti-airing with the strangest things I've ever seen. But this probably should be death, I imagine. You know, Raging Strike into super here. Oh, gets the full. He wanted as much damage as he could possibly get there. And this is going to be the lovable, goofy Lane dying in the most brutal way possible. I mean, I'm pretty sure that basically that super is implying that, you know, the thing that's covering the screen there is maybe all of your blood and guts. But maybe that's too... maybe it's not quite as macabre as I'm letting on. In any case, punches the Devil Jin right out of the air there. Find himself in the corner. Those low aim Kangs. Good starts the round here, except Hostile fights his way out eventually. Back to mid-screen. Get off me, he says, with the Brave counter. Again, oh yeah, it is very strange, right? You don't want to give Lane that kind of space. If you give him space, he gets meter, he gets health, he gets everything. But when you rush in on him like that, he has a lot of different moves, like the boys and the Catalina tank, just blow you up for it. It's exactly what happened to Hostile there. Human Pyramid, once again, he did a really good job of defending against this last time, but no such luck this time, and it is going to be enough to kill, actually, as Lane takes that first game there over Hostile.
Believe in victory.
Now, Human Pyramid, man, it is just, it's technically, right, theoretically, the move sucks, right? Theoretically, you just react to everything, and it never does anything, and it's punishable when it stops, but it is just so many reaction checks one after the other that it can be difficult to defend yourself unless you are very used to it. Anyways, a couple of throws here, another one, looking like Street Fighter 6 with these throw loops coming out of Lane. And here we go again. Are you ready this time? It will kill if he gets a combo off of it here. Okay, oh, I was gonna say, doing really well, but unfortunately, no such luck. He survived for so long there, but Lane does get so many opportunities to blow you up with that Human Pyramid, but nice anti-air catch there by Hostile. Potentially start moving things in the right direction for him here. Steps on Lane's head twice in a row. I did not realize that head stomp into head stomp was a true combo, but today I learned. Now we get the pleasure of watching these Avatar Belial corner combo. I mean, this is one thing, right? To my understanding, I might be spreading misinformation here, but I believe Avatar Belial does get a bit of privilege in terms of combo limit. Not just, a lot of characters can just have you on the ground for a long time, as far as their, so their combos don't start ticking up combo limit until they knock you into the air. I think Avatar, literally the combo limit counts slower for his stuff, but that may also be complete nonsense. I maybe just made that up. I thought I heard that somewhere, though. In any case, Human Pyramid once more. Nice so far. Oh my god, it is just so tough, isn't it? Human Pyramid just giving Lane so much value here. The first time, Hostile defended against it perfectly. Didn't get hit by a single thing. But eventually, it is going to catch you. And it has been winning a lot of rounds for Lane here. I imagine we're seeing a character switch here from Hostile to the regular Belial, and that is indeed exactly what we're seeing. He did a similar thing in the first set. He does believe in that Avatar, man, but the character is just so volatile, right? He could be doing so well all the time, but it's just he's got so little health, and he takes his own health away. So you make a couple of mistakes. And even, I mean, Lane is not exactly the highest damage character in the game, but even he is probably going to be able to two-touch your Avatar Belial if you're not careful. So let's see. Once again, Belial calms down, and instead of crazy horny, he just gets to be like kind of suave horny. And he jumps up 30 spaces on the tier list. So let's see how it works out here for Hostile. I mean, a much better start to the round so far, but every single time Lane's found himself in one of these awkward corner situations, he has been able to find a moment to parry out, give himself some breathing room. Gets the Raging Strike conversion here. Combo limit in the middle. I guess it was an aerial pickup there into the Raging Strike. The parry actually... Ah, so that's okay. Yeah, so you can... quick little set... kind of like a safe jab there, essentially, right? On the parry. Into a spot dodge. Well done by Hostile there to not get blown up by the parry that time, though. He is, in fact, going to get his ass beat by it. And this is going to lead to some damage. I imagine he could probably... Can he combo off this? Yes, okay. Because it's not a... Oh! Okay, I was going to say, it's not a very traditional Skybound dart, so I wasn't sure if he could just do Raging Strike into catch with the neutral into super. And it looks like he kind of can and kind of can't. Regardless, though, leaves that combo leaves Hostile with low enough health. That one little love tap from Lane there does give him the first round, and this does now put Lane on set point here. Potentially move on to losers finals, I believe. No, actually, it'll be losers semifinals. But, you know, to move on losers bracket here and potentially eliminate Hostile. Ultimate Pinwheel. Lane caught live on stream losing to Pinwheel. How will this affect his legacy? Alright, doesn't get baited by the parry that time, but doesn't quite manage to punish it either. On the bright side, finds himself in a very favorable corner position here, and once again, Lane's parry is on cooldown. He does still have this reversal, though, if he spends 50 meter on it. DP, though, going to keep it as Hostile's turns. Yes, how does this affect Lane James' legacy? Oh my god, and that time, once again, Hostile really getting a better idea of how to play against this parry. Spot dodges it and gets the counter hit on Lane mashing buttons afterwards. So incredibly well played there, and that little adaptation is going to give him that round. Potentially try and stay alive. Tries to 2H there, hits nobody. Doesn't even get the boy. Overhead bro there, as I like to call him, because I don't know what his actual name is. And this is scary. There's some serious shenanigans one can hit you with in the corner here, so instead, just Brave counter, get the hell off me. I don't want to deal with you anymore. Okay, the low out of the auto combo there. Gives Lane some breathing room, but back throw incident. And once again, just so ready with the parry. That Lane parry, man, is it has been a very useful tool for Lane Kang so far, but now it seems like Hostile just like has exactly the knowledge on how to deal with it. Safe jabbing it into the evade there. There's going to be a lot of damage, making Lane look like Avatar Belial with all this red health here. Super's going to do big damage. It's 50-50 now between strike and throw. Both will kill, but here's the final test. Hostile was pretty good against the human pyramid, though he had some trouble. Here's the real Mario Party minigame. How are you feeling? Spot dodges the fire. That's a good sign. Manages to avoid, just blocks out the lightning. Doesn't quite get it. The fire is going to catch him. Okay, hold on. He's still alive. A bit of a tough performance there against the Super, but he still does have the health. He's not even in chip yet. Just yet. Ooh, does not get baited by the parry there. Good patience, but unfortunately, low bro there is going to end up taking it 3-0 for Lane Kangs. Very good games there from both players. Almost mounting a comeback there. It does Hostile, but unfortunately, the boys do have the back of Lane there, and they're going to seal it out for him. Mario Party minigame, man, it gets everybody. This character is not super common sometimes, so people don't know that they don't know the knowledge check there. They get blown up by it. But very well played by Lane Kangs, very well played by Hostile. All right, this is going to be our next match here for qualification into losers semifinals, I believe. So it's going to be Council versus Luca. Another CAG Nier match. Council did show some very strong Nier matchup knowledge versus Lazy Ruin. So let's see if Luca can knock them out here. All right. So far, pretty good pressure from Council here. Death has not even been summoned yet. There you go. Now they are. I was going to say keeping Luca kind of under wraps a little bit, but eventually. Dread it, runs from it. Death comes all the same. Council blocking that side switch overhead. Again, very clearly, very experienced in this Nier matchup. Has fought Lazy Ruin a couple of times before, at the very least. So they are not going to be easy to catch out with some of those knowledge checks or reaction checks like that overhead there. Oh, but the DP is going to work regardless. He gets wrong on DP. It doesn't matter how well you know the matchup. You are going to take a whole lot of damage there. All right, gets thrown to the traps. Scary corner position for Luca here, but again, one touch probably from either player could do it, especially if Council can convert that into Super Skybound. Oh, that's punishable. That is a bit of a risk there. I'm not sure if that was a misinput or just like a sort of a call out. They thought Luca might not be blocking or going for something there, but it is going to lose them that first round, unfortunately. All right, Luca now pushing them over to the corner here. This is a scary place to be, but once again, yeah, Council shows they're very familiar with when they can and can't hit buttons here against this death pressure. And now, through just the power of sheer blockstun alone, has almost pushed Luca to the other side of the screen, but there goes all of their hard work kind of undone, as one ultimate death waltz there is going to push them all the way back. Hold on, though. Quick little JP Pierce, putting them back into mid-screen here. There's a chance, though this is a big hit here for Luca. Probably going to convert all the way into Super here if I have to guess. Actually, no. Smart. Decides to go for the Oki there. Potential 50-50. Right? Because the Super wasn't going to kill there anyway, so might as well just get the pressure. And try to get the next hit with Woodkill. Oh, and catches out the ultimate Pierce with the Death Waltz there. Okay, U-Trap. Does not get blown up by it. Does not get crossed up with a teleport. And no, man, that is going to be a Raging Strike. And Council has absolutely no Brave points to defend. Going to be 1-0 for Luca there. Taking his first game versus Council. Incredibly well done stuff.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Council again showing that it's not going to be easy to gimmick them out. So Luca has just been having to play pretty solidly, and that's been exactly what they're doing. Guessing right on Council's offense and keeping their own offense pretty tight here. All right. Another big damage here into 50-50, and Council does guess correctly. Possibly by the timing there, Luca may be jumping a little bit early. Oh my god, and the whiff throw, but it does bait a Brave counter, so he does not get punished for the whiff throw. In fact, he gets a full combo off of it, and that's going to be another round here to Luca. Trying to go up 2-0 on Council. This is an incredibly strong performance here by Luca. Council's got to figure out something quick. Okay, well, round start jump in there is not going to hurt for sure. That's moving in the right direction. Corner pressure here on Luca, but that, again, not entirely. I'll be honest. This might be a matchup check, but I'm not entirely sure what the point of doing that charge and move there. Council's done it a couple of times and gotten blown up for it. I'm not sure if that's an exact move of Nier's he's trying to call out there, but it seems quite risky to do, and has not been paying dividends so far. All right, but does walk up there and get a little clip on Luca. However, does also end up walking into the Nier DP, unfortunately. Charge move only works when space, and they're trying to read out DP. I see, I understand. Yeah, but it just seems like such a big risk, I suppose. Regardless, Luca taking that second game once again.
Believe in victory.
It's going to be, this is potentially, you know, Luca could eliminate Council from the bracket here if they keep playing as well as they have been. Okay, no one with a huge advantage so far in the round. A couple of pokes from Council though, and slowly, there you go, pushing Luca into the corner. Let's see. Tries to bait the throw with a teleport there, but or a Brave counter possibly, but Luca does not flinch. Good patience on defense here. Oh, does get a Brave counter though. Does get a Brave counter baited into a Raging Strike, but not a huge punish from Council. Does not manage to actually convert to something there, which lets Luca get out of the corner here with the ultimate death waltz. Slowly running out of health though. Again, I mean, yeah, these little chips from Cagliostro are starting to add up here. This is going to be a dangerous situation for either player here if they get touched with all the meter they have at disposal, or that throw could just combo. Again, that is the nice thing about having a delayed, like a separate hitbox like that, right? With the medium death needles there. Very good grab setup by Luca there to potentially put them on set point against Council here. This could be 3-0 to Luca here, which would be incredibly well done by them. Also, they're from Europe, so it's like, you know, closing in on the sunrise where they're at, so to still have the mental fortitude to be playing this well so late at night is very impressive. But Council, not looking to go gently into that good night, is going to actually, I think, get the kill here. Yes, indeed. Take a round back. You got to start moving in the right direction here if you're Council. I mean, you've got already quite the big mountain to climb here, down 2-0 in the set. But, I mean, we'll gladly take 2-1 over 3-0. Mountain to climb is better than elimination from the bracket. However, not a great start to this round. Never mind. I was going to say not a great start to this round if they get pushed to the corner, but immediate counter hits there let them fight their way out. And oh my god, a little double side switch there as the cross-up teleport gets crossed over by the roll and gets walk-up loads there. Once again, things are going to look very scary for Council now. We are at the point where with all this meter that Luca's got on him, if he gets a good hit, this could very well be the end of Council's life. Especially with him only at 2 Brave points. That Super's going to do extra damage if it ends in it. Oh my god. And beats the 2-2U there, or the U trap at least. I'm not entirely sure what the input is with the U with DP. Pushing Council all the way to the corner. Almost anything will kill now if it lands, but Council, once again, not willing to just roll over and die here, is going to get the side swap combo of all things. Not quite death yet for Luca. Trying to bait out a DP there is Council possibly by that kind of walk-up block there, but doesn't quite work out for him, and Luca is going to spot dodge the follow after the teleport and take it 3-0 over Council. What an incredibly strong performance by Luca. Damn. Incredibly well played by both players there, but Luca just absolutely locked in and taking 3 games in a row there over an incredibly skilled Cagliostro. Good games to both players. But that is going to be Luca moving on to losers semifinals, and Council, unfortunately, eliminated from the bracket. But well done, well done. All right, and here is losers semifinals here, I believe. We got, yes, Luca versus Loang Kangs here. So Luca hot off of that very well-played set against Council. No rest for the wicked, though. He does have to just keep going and going. Winner of this set has to go fight Blast immediately, too. So if that's Luca, he's going to be fighting 3 very strong players right back-to-back here. Loang starting off with that incredibly belligerent triple slash there. No fear whatsoever. Oh, does get hit with a DP, but you know what? Once again, if nobody got me, I know my boys got me, and they do, in fact, got his back there. Hitting Nier right out of the follow-up of that DP there. I did not think of that interaction, but I suppose that is how that goes. Let's try another human pyramid combo here. Didn't work out super well for him last time, but maybe he can still get something here. Well, damn. I say maybe he can get something. He'll get the whole goddamn round. I'll take your entire stock, he says. All right, awesome. Well, Loang taking that first round down there in honestly pretty convincing fashion. Let's see how he can keep it going and how Luca can adapt as we go on. Good tech on the throw. Does not get distracted by all the boys running at him. Okay, that is punishable, but well spaced, so actually kind of safe there. Luca not quite able to get it in the parry once again, giving Loang tons of mileage. Runs the DP again, but once again, man, this has got to be a little annoying if you are Luca. But the boys are just they listen, man. The power of friendship. It's cliche for a reason, but it's very powerful. However, what's also very powerful is that side switch overhead that has basically against everyone but Council just been giving Luca a ton of free hits here. Though, as always, dread it, run from it. The Mario Party minigame arrives all the same. How are your bonus stars looking? Oh my god. Iggy. Taking that first game down for Loane Kangs. Incredible stuff. The knowledge check hits everyone, man. Nobody... listen, I'm in the exact same boat. Nobody actually fights this character. Nobody is ready to survive the Mario Party minigame. I feel for you. Alright, well that's game 1 down to Loane. And once again, a really good start here for game 2. Let's see how he can pull it out here. Luca looking like he's maybe even a little bit conditioned off of that DP with all of the shenanigans that the boys have been hitting him with. Has not tried to use it to get out of the situation yet. Oh, and whiffs it there, unfortunately. Human Pyramid coming in. Okay. Okay. Well done. Well dodged. Well dodged. Good stuff by Luca. Okay, so he's got one of the knowledge checks down pat at the very least. But unfortunately, Loane was just basically in control that entire round. Luca survived the Human Pyramid, but he basically spent that entire round kind of getting beat up in the corner. It is what happens in Granblue, man. This is why neutral is so important in this video game, because when somebody wins neutral and puts you to the corner, it's very common. You just spend the rest of your miserable life in that corner until you just expire. So, however, as I say this, Loane did find himself in the corner and did manage to fight his way out. Let's see what he can do here against Luca now that he has a second chance. Could be trying to go up to... Oh my god, and beats... Near DP, as we all know, right, is not a actual invincible reversal. It is an armored move, so it does lose straight up the throws. And that is exactly what happened there as Loane throws Luca right out of his DP. Luca has not been able to get any value out of this DP. Loane Kangs has beat it in one way or the other in every single interaction. Whether it's the boys or whether it's throwing it. Loane looking incredibly strong here as he goes up 2-0 against Luca. I mean, Luca was on fire, right? So it's a very strong performance here by Loane to be able to take it down as he has been currently. All right, and once again, good start to the round here. And the boys, the low there, the top boy, as it were, is not an overhead, but the low boy is in fact a low. So you gotta just block low there and hope that Loane doesn't try and gimmick you out. Okay. Ultimate death there, giving Luca a little bit of control over the screen, but just after all of this time, you finally get a turn, and Loane just parries you right out of it, man. Heartbreaking stuff. Let's see. Oh, and he just gets thrown. Tries to go for a Brave counter there, gets the Raging Strike. Very common occurrence in this video game, and that is going to put Loane Kangs on set point here against Luca. Let's see, Luca is officially fighting for his tournament life now. After an incredibly strong showing, you definitely want to be able to keep going in this bracket, but the pressure from Loane Kangs has just been overwhelming. This is punishable. Oh. He goes for the throw there, potentially try and beat parry, but Loane Kangs was ready with the tech. He's just got the hard read on how Luca wants to be running his offense and his defense here. He's going to go into the Human Pyramid once again. This isn't going to kill, but suddenly Luca is basically one touch away here. Oh, actually no, doesn't get. Tries to go for a cheeky reset here, possibly get the full hit, but doesn't work out for him. But the spot dodge is going to be punished, and doesn't actually get the full conversion on that. But regardless, still manages to clip Luca out anyways and clean that one up 3-0. Incredibly strong performance by Loane Kangs there. Well done by Luca as well. I mean, that win over Council was ridiculous. Incredibly well played. But unfortunately, that is going to be Loane moving forward here and eliminating Luca from the bracket. All right, so it's going to be losers finals of the bracket as we have Blast Timber going up against Loane Kangs. Blast trying to potentially win here to get his revenge on Lazy Ruins Near, who's awaiting the winner of this set on winner's side of Grand Finals. So, for his part, Loane Kangs here, he's already fought. He has to fight Luca. He has to fight Blast. If he wins against Blast, he then has to beat Lazy Ruin twice in a row in sets there to potentially win the tournament. So either one of these players has quite a climb ahead of them here. This is, again, we were talking about earlier with just putting yourself on winner's side of Grand Finals is such a massive advantage. Though, on the other side, whoever wins this match will be warmed up and coming off of hopefully some momentum. So we'll have to see. For now, though, let's stop looking to the future and start looking to this absolute ass-beating that Loane has been delivering to Blast so far. Pushing to the corner and just not letting him breathe. This is going to be death, actually. Surely, yeah. Just an absolute... While I was talking about... You didn't even give me a chance to talk about Grand Finals, man. Loane was just like, hold this mix real quick. And Blast had to do exactly that. Very, very quick first round there from Loane in dominant fashion. But back throw incident. No, nothing quite resets the momentum like getting back thrown into the corner there. Very well done stuff by Blast into another throw into a corner combo here. And suddenly, this round is not looking so good for Lwane and catches him out with just a Raging Strike. I mean, probably trying to hit him meaty with a block there, but whatever Lwane was doing got counter hit by the Raging Strike and gave him a corner combo nonetheless. Oh, whiffs the throw, and Blast is... He does have the wherewithal there to punish it a little bit late, but still manages it. And Lwane trying to spot dodge that spin there. However, there's so many different active frames and follow-ups there that he still does get poked out regardless. All right, hold on. 1-1 in rounds here. Both players right now trying to establish dominance in this third round. Because again, going up 1-0 in the set, man. It gives you the advantage. It gives you the momentum. Nice little Raging Strike conversion here from mid-screen by Lwane Kangs. Gets that Catalina tank rocket pressure there to hold Blast in place. Blast trying to go for a throw bait of some kind or a brave counter bait possibly with that dive kick, but just gets smacked out of it for his trouble. The Rockets once again holding him in place. That's the throw. Well done. Human Pyramid coming up. How do you feel about Oh no, I was gonna say how do you feel about knowledge checks, but he didn't even get the chance. He was already committed to spinning his staff there, so it was just easy pickings for the boys. And the power of friendship so far showing up in a big way here in tournament for Lwane Kangs as he goes up 1-0 against Blast Timber. Okay, mercilessly killing all of the boys there. Blast Timber just wiped out Tomato Town, but as punishment for his war crimes, finds himself in the corner here now against this very spooky Lwane offense that has been coming out of Lwane Kangs here so far. Okay, holds him in place with the Catalina tank once again. He says, "Brave counter, get the hell off me." At a certain point, I just want to play the video game. Oh, this is punishable, but covers his minus frames with parry. I suppose it is, if he spaces it out well enough, it'll just be minus, it won't be punishable. So he'll be able to still cover that with parry in time. And here we go. One more challenger. How do you fare? How do you fare at the Mario Party minigame? Good patience here from Blast. Oh, but tries to spot dodge his lightning a little early, and suddenly it all falls apart. Oh my god, it's like a little rhythm game, isn't it? It's like you're doing fine, everything's going fine. As soon as you mess one thing up, though, it just enters into panic mode, and things rapidly deteriorate from there. Which is exactly what happened to Blast Timber there as Lwane takes that first round, trying to go up 2-0 in this set here, potentially. Smacks him with the fish. I did not notice that his Raging Strike there is a fish. I mean, actually, no, his weapons are also like little squid there, aren't they? Okay, another parry there. Very well-placed parries here by Lwane Kangs. I think Hostile is the only person so far who has really made Lwane pay for his how often he's using parry there. I guess everyone else has been giving him really good mileage, and he just cancel that triple slash into an aerial? Maybe. Regardless, gets the better of that clash situation. Once again, Catalina tank to hold Blast Timber in place here. This is starting to get very, very scary for Blast Timber. That's probably going to be game 2 going to Lwane Kangs. Very strong play so far, and again, just very confusing Lwane offense there. And Blast possibly going for a character switch here? I have been told that apparently he also plays Zeta, and that is exactly what we're seeing. Switching out to the Zeta. Let's see if he has more luck. I have only ever seen Blast Timber play Honre, but I mean Zeta definitely. Yeah, I'd lose is his card text. Let's see if that's correct. But Zeta, obviously a very strong character here, very potent offense and neutral, especially when she's got high meter here. He is rocking the bomber jacket. That's true. Blast Timber clearly did give Arxis all of his money for the battle pass there to get that skin reward. And you know what? Looks like the skin advantage is real right now, as immediately this has been a much better start to the round than his Honre. Oh, I see the connection here. He just likes playing people with spears, huh? Yeah, I just realized he plays Zeta and Honre. He enjoys a good old spear. The spear, an underrated weapon of war. Swords, highly overrated in movies and medieval fantasy. The spear was the real killer in the medieval era. And clearly, Blast Timber agrees. As he fights his way out of the corner here. Huge health advantage. Oh, baby. Alright, but here we go again. Can Zeta do a better job of the minigame than Honre did? I like the blocking. Oh, okay. Like I say, I like the idea. Just block. Oh, my God. I was going to say, I like the idea. Just block everything and then spot dodge the fire. Take a little bit of chip damage. But unfortunately, once again, as soon as one thing goes wrong with the Iggy Skybound art there, with the MILF install, as it were, everything just falls apart very rapidly. And the boys, once again, that overhead boy is not an overhead, but that doesn't mean that Lwane just can't run up and hit you anyways. Alright. Blast does get an opportunity here to fight out of the corner, though. Oh, and here's the big damage. You never want to get hit by Zeta's ultimate Blanca balls like this, because oh my god, this is what you get. You try and throw one time and get successfully baited, and you take all this damage. But here we go once again. The story of this tournament so far has been, how can you deal with this Mario Party minigame here from Loeng Kangs. And unfortunately, if you're Blast Timber, the answer is you just can't. It's too difficult, man. The MILF install, too strong. Mother does in fact know breast, and that is going to be Loeng Kangs going up 3-0 against Blast Timber there in a very, very strong showing. All right, and now we've got, yeah, Laser Ruin immediately. He said, get me in there. Loeng, he's had a long road so far. He's beat a couple of strong players, but now he does have to beat Lazy Ruin 2 sets in a row here if he does want to. Yeah, you guys can't say MILF install, but I can say MILF install. He does have to beat Lazy Ruin 2 sets in a row here if he does want to take this home. This is a very, very tall task out of Loeng Kangs here, but he has shown us he's beaten some very strong players. Let's see how this goes. Laser Ruin definitely, for his part, looking to just hopefully get a clean 3-0 here and clean things up. All right. Immediately, pretty decent round start for Lazy here as he just smacks Ruin with the fish. And hold on a minute. Okay. Doesn't want to hold any of this mix nonsense, does Laser Ruin. He just immediately brave counters his way out of it. Nice tech on the throw there. Sweeps him. Again, that near 2U been causing a lot of problems for all of Laser Ruin's opponents so far in the bracket. And so far, Loeng is no different. Parries death, but unfortunately that is going to be a punish for Laser Ruin. Doesn't manage to fully convert off of it though, with death being gone. A bit of an awkward conversion in the combo there for him, and let's see how it goes. Laser Ruin, is he going to get knowledge checked by this? So far, the answer seems like no. And you know what? He was ready. He's been watching these sets. He knows that Loeng Kangs does love to cover those minus frames with parry. He just runs up and throws them to take the first round there. Very well played by Lazy Ruin. Not getting caught out by the some of the gimmicks or knowledge checks Loeng has been hitting other people with. Wins the round start there. Does not let Loeng Kangs just kind of set up from full screen, but the parry that time is going to hit both death and near, so no punish there. This is punishable though. Oh, actually perhaps not. At the very least, Laser Ruin doesn't go for it. Maybe fearing the parry there. Okay, the boys come out, but death is currently unbothered. Ultimate death waltz there, going to harmlessly glide past the human pyramid. Yes, and you can, I was gonna say you can see the sort of strategy there from Lazy Ruin. He's holding the guard button, and when the low shows up, he spot dodges. Has a very solid game plan there against the human pyramid. We'll have to see if the Loeng Kangs get the chance to hit him with the mommy install. We'll have to see if he can do better against that too. But for now, taking the first game in pretty comfortable looking fashion there versus Loeng Kangs. The immediate run back from both players. They're trying to scrap. Okay, I was gonna say once again a decent start to the round here for Loeng as he pushes Laser Ruin into the corner, but finds himself in the near mix once again. Gets counter hit there, actually trying to hit a button possibly on landing. For his trouble, he loses 80% of his HP. I was gonna say very clever there by Laser Ruin. He just doesn't want to deal with any of this high-low shenaniganry from Loeng Kangs, so he just brave counters whenever the boys come out. Doesn't get hit by the cross-up either. The defense from Lazy Ruin has actually been the unsung hero of this set so far. However, as I say that, he didn't want to spend that last brave point because he didn't want to potentially be on that little sliver of HP. So he does get hit by the boys there. He doesn't brave counter out. And now finds himself on death's door. Here it goes. You have absolutely no room for error here if you're Lazy Ruin. And you know what? Immediately, the lightning is going to take them down, unfortunately. Even some of the strongest players we've got here, seemingly, cannot defeat the Mario Party 6 extravaganza. Why Mario Party 6? I don't know. It's the first number that came to mind. Don't talk to me. Don't ask questions. And Loeng now trying to parlay this momentum into potentially a 1-1 here over Lazy. Again, he's got a very long way to go. At the very least, Loeng's going to have to play 6 more games here to try and take this down. You really got to start getting comfortable here. Settle in and try and have a good game plan here against Lazy Ruin's Nier, but so far. Okay, well, Death is gone, though. And yeah, Loeng realizing this goes on the offensive. Nier is not helpless without Death, but she is definitely significantly weaker. The rockets come in. Death still not around. Still not there. Death is gone for a very long time when Nier's out of cards, but she's back now. There is... Oh my god, but Loeng Kangs immediately sniping out there. However, this is probably not going to be Death. I was just going to... Oh, and here we go. Alright. Mario Party 4, Mario Party 10. Mario versus Rabbids, whatever you want to say. one way or another, it has been incredibly effective for Loane Kangs here,
Believe in
as he
victory.
takes down Game 1 versus Lazy Ruin. Very strong start here. Again, 1-1. As soon as Lane, if Lane does manage to get a bracket reset here, then suddenly he's on even playing fields. Put Iggy on the poster. Yeah, for the top 8, we'll just have to put Iggy on there, I suppose. It's a very strong start here. Looking to go up another round is Loane Kangs, and absolutely, the boys mix up there. The bros 50-50, as it were. Very difficult there for Lazy Ruin to stop. He decided not to Brave counter out of it that time, maybe fearing to get baited there. And Loane Kangs now officially ahead in the set. Up 1 game in 1 round here, but there it is. Lazy Ruin has not been using that DP very much, and now has decided to take off the Rock Lee training weights, as it were, and they pull that shit out on Loane Kangs. Already down to 6 death cards is Lazy Ruin, though. So early on in the round here, they find themselves, kind of starving for death resources. Death's about to go away on the next hit here. They use death one more time. That will be the end of their death for at least, probably for the rest of the round. Oh, doesn't quite get a full conversion there on that punch for the parry, but does not matter. With 1 card, this is Giga Death. This is just incredibly, that was so much overkill there. With 1 card there and the 1 bravery point out of Loane Kangs, that super is going to very easily take that round for Lazy Ruin and put him 1-1 in rounds here. Lazy, again, definitely just wants to clean this up as fast as he can, right? The longer all of this Loane shenaniganry goes, the more mentally exhausting it gets. So a nice little 3-1 at this point would be ideal for him, but unfortunately doesn't actually get the throw punish on the parry there. It whiffs. This leads into a large corner combo for Loane Kangs here and some really nice pressure. Oh, doesn't fall for the DP, but does fall for the special cancel afterwards. Trying to charge in there a little bit too overzealously. Death is gone, but Human Pyramid is going to stop this Raging Strike and maybe even punish. In fact, it is. And this might be Lazy Ruin going down here as Loane Kangs goes up 2-1. Aiming for a bracket reset.
Believe in victory.
Loane doing his best to keep us up as long as he can. Loane Kangs going into this tournament, he was like, I can't wait to be seated 29th. Well, here you are, going toe-to-toe with probably the strongest player in the bracket here. All you got to do is keep up that momentum. Still got a long way to go here, brother. Alright, kind of spacing each other out here. The ultimate Death Waltz not going to catch Loane Kangs out there. Lazy Ruin getting a better start to this round once again, as now he's full health. Loane Kangs down on Bravery. He's able to push him into the corner here and hopefully with some very spooky near mix, but once again, that parry just so much mileage for Loane Kangs. Okay, here comes knowledge check number 1. How do you feel about it? Last time Lazy Ruin showed us he was very comfortable with this, but gets clipped by the low. Goes down a Brave point there. Now here's corner pressure for Loane Kangs. The boys throw you up and they send you back down. One day Loane picked you up and put you down for the last time. You just didn't realize it at the time. And now death is completely gone. It's a tough round for Lazy Ruin here. Especially if Loane Kangs starts going on the offensive. He's definitely trying to, I think that eating is RNG, so he's trying to get to 100% meter. Actually running away from Lazy Ruin, but gets the Human Pyramid. Not going to be able to punish this light here. If Lazy gets tapped with anything here, that could be curtains. Oh, and that is in fact going to be Loane Kangs on reset point here against Lazy Ruin. Again, even if he wins this set, he still has to win a second one, but the journey of 1,000 pogs starts with a single step, right? So, this is oh my god, and the boys 50-50 once again. The bros, they've been doing so much work in all of Loane Kangs' sets. Let's see. Okay, good clip there by Lazy Ruin. Getting more control of this match, fights out of the corner. Punishes the triple slash there with death. Incredibly good situational awareness there from Lazy Ruin. Bit of a surprise neutral option there, but he is not surprised. He's very ready to kill Loane Kangs for his transgressions. He's not even going to get a chance. You definitely saw it. I saw it. You saw it. He had that blue bar completely filled up, but Lazy Ruin said, you know what? Fuck your Mario Party minigame. I'm not even trying to play, bro. I got my Switch, bro. Let's play Smash instead. It's got the Kazuya DLC. He's broken. Alright, DP's his way out of the corner there. Oh, this is going to be pretty bad here for Loane. Probably going to, yeah, exactly, get a side switch, end up in the corner himself. But the parry, once again, paying dividends. Trying to heal up on the other side of the screen there is Loane Kangs. He actually did get a bunch of health and meter there. Lazy Ruin maybe being a little bit too passive. Doesn't even want to hold this potential mix here from Lazy Ruin. Goes immediately into the Human Pyramid. Not working so far, though. He's been unable to get, yeah, he's been able to get Lazy to flinch. But once again, parry. Last time he did, oh my god, and that is the nerfs in action there, folks. Well, first off, armor moves like that, the incredible slowdown from the Catalina tank, but they also recently nerfed Nier's DP to make it air blockable, which allows Loane Kangs to get the punish there and reset the bracket. on Lazy Ruin. Well, goddamn. We have a reset on our hands, folks. Lazy Ruin now officially dropped down to loser's bracket, still in this. But we do have to play at least another set here. Let's see how Loane can pull this out. Lazy Ruin potentially heading back here to the lobby for a sec. He wanted to congratulate his opponent on the reset. Maybe collect himself. You gotta put it behind you if you're Lazy Ruin, man. You can't let... At this point, it's not like you're at a disadvantage. You are exactly on even playing field. You just had a huge advantage before. It has been stripped away from you by Loane Kangs here, but you just gotta move forward, not let those losses get to you. And just play this like it's any other game. And so far, it's a good start. Loane Kangs being bullied into the corner here by the Nier. Okay, Invincible's his way out of there, but 50 meter, right? So he can't do that again. Okay. Now, gets clipped. I was going to say, like, is kind of blocking there, sitting. Some patience from Loane Kangs, but he does get clipped there by Lazy Ruin. Not going to die, but this is now officially a very difficult round to win. I mean, Lazy Ruin does only have one Nier card, or the one Death card left, and doesn't quite have the ability to parlay it into Super just yet, but does get hit by the overhead there. Doesn't actually punish the DP. Brave counters out. Maybe a little bit of panic there from Loane Kangs. He blocked that DP. He could have just done a quick little strike combo there to blow Lazy Ruin up. But again, I mean, in this is some of the highest pressure moments you'll ever see here. So it's very understandable. A little bit of panic there. The Brave counter does not work out for him. Lazy Ruin takes that first game. Finding himself now once again in the corner, and this time Lazy Ruin has gotten a lot of those punches on the parry, but he wasn't able to fully capitalize. This time he is going all the way. Clearly having a bit of a mental reset here between those two sets. Playing a lot better against Loane Kangs' offense and defense here is Lazy Ruin, and that is probably actually going to do it for game one, I imagine. Yes, indeed it is. Not a whole lot of cards left on the death there. So that is Lazy Ruin taking this first game of this reset set here. Actual grand finals, true grand finals as it were, very convincingly. Loane Kangs is he may have woken a little bit of a beast here. Let's see if he can keep up the shenanigans from earlier. Okay, doesn't get a full punish there on the parry, so that's good for Loane Kangs. Oh, and gets hit by the little flutter kicks there. Gets his Brave counter baited, potentially. And gets flutter kicked into oblivion. Oh, but Loane leaves a bit of a gap in his offense, and Lazy is not having it. Punches him right out of that shit, and now it's Loane who finds himself in the corner, and potentially one touch away from death, especially after that throw. Oh, but here we go. All right, Lazy. It's caused you some trouble before. You got a little bit more health this time, so you can make a couple mistakes. Let's see how you go about it. Just blocking everything and spot dodging the lava. I appreciate this. It's a nice patient tactic, right? I like that. Yeah, they took a lot of chip there, right? But sometimes you don't have to get you don't have to get all the stars in the Mario Party minigame. You just have to not be the first one eliminated. So he just blocks it out there and spot dodges the lava, takes some chip, but stays alive. I like the this is sort of the adaptation here. Sometimes trying to do everything perfectly will just get your ass beat. Lazy Ruin picking the safe option there, and it pays dividends for him as he takes that round. Trying to go 2-0 now against Loane Kangs. There's a completely different feeling to this set here. It feels like Lazy Ruin has really just managed to take control. Has gotten a little bit of a read, exactly, on Loane Kangs and those parries in the mix that he likes to be doing. Baits the Brave counter, does Lazy Ruin, and that's going to be another... No, actually, not quite yet. All right, well, one more time here. I mean, Lazy Ruin's got a lot of health. So even if they have no Brave points, though, so if this goes horribly, they could actually die. But yes, looks like they've decided to just go, again, look at this, very, very safe option here to beat the Skybound Dart, right? I'll take a whole bunch of damage, but I'm not going to die. I'll block everything and spot dodge the fire. But you know what? As I say this, that very safe play there, they lost enough HP on that Super Skybound that Loane Kangs, getting that little bit of a stray hit in neutral there, is able to convert that into the entire round. Really well done by them, not letting Lazy Ruin's seeming comeback here, or at least the seeming second win that Lazy Ruin has gotten in this set. They're not letting it demoralize them. But of course, Lazy still with the advantage here, still up a game, and could potentially go up 2 here very quickly. This round is looking pretty good on their sides. Clips him again with death. Next touch is going to kill him. He's gonna egg it right away, though. You know how it is. You know how it is. Let's see. I mean, Lazy, I feel like has figured something out to an extent here, right? Oh, he is going a little bit. He's trying to go for the flawless now. Now he's trying to go for the Guitar Hero full combo. Oh, but through the fire and flames. He's playing it backwards, man. It's too difficult. He does get clipped there, but he does his best. Overall, worse things have happened for somebody Super Skybound darting your ass, and that is going to be Lazy Ruin taking it up 2-0. The Super Skybound Dart not giving Loane Kangs the same kind of mileage that it used to. Seems like the longer this set goes, Lazy's been able to sort of come up with an idea of what to do with that, and it's working out for him. Loane Kangs, or if Lazy wins this game, he will be the winner of the first inaugural all-skill wall brawl here. And so far, he's on a warpath. This round starting off very well for him. Tries to bait a Brave counter there, but Loin does not bite that time. Gets Raging Strike for his trouble, though, and this may actually be death because of that extra damage from only having 1 Brave point left. And indeed, it is Lazy Ruin on tournament point here. An incredible comeback after what looked like a pretty difficult first set for him. He did not let it get to him at all. Has been playing incredibly well in this next set here. Round starts. Loin Kang's in trouble already. Already down half of his HP. You know how it is. Lazy Ruin is not going to give up. He's going to keep, pulling you in there with death. Doesn't quite get a full punish on the triple slash there. Loin Kang's able to breathe for a second here with the parry. Heals up, gets some eats, gets some health. Human Pyramid. He's pulling out all the stops. It's going to be the ultimate test. Can Lazy Ruin, when it matters most, pass these knowledge checks. And so far, I'd say so far it looks good, but at the end of the day, still, worse things have happened for getting 100 meters spent on you. Death, however, gone completely now. This, I don't think is going to kill. It's not. Oh my god. Death's still gone for a long time here on the side of Lazy Ruin. You're going to have to kill him right now. That is minus on hit, but the parry, and Lazy Ruin is ready for it. He grabs him right out of the parry at the very end. The tool that has been giving Loin Kang's so much mileage throughout this tournament betrays him at the very last minute there as Lazy Ruin, with the adaptation, grabs the parry and is your winner of the first ever Wall Brawl open bracket. Incredibly well done by both players. But at the end there, the grand finals advantage, having to win 2 sets in a row, was enough there for Lazy Ruin to pull it back out. Hello.
There we go.
Lazy,
Hello.
how's it going? Congratulations, man. Well done.
Thank you.
How are you feeling? Say your adoring fans, all of the Nears, all the little Hulksters in the audience. They want you to talk to them.
No, legit. Joining this server has actually been a insane blessing. Because this is pretty much like my first fighting game that I'm taking it to a very high competitive level, and to realize that there are people that actually watch my matches and like look up to me, it's an insane feeling.
You're really, really good. So yeah, I mean, all the little Nears, they're out here. They're trying to learn from Father Ruin. Yeah, incredibly well done.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you feeling after? I think you getting reset there was a little bit of a surprise for people. How are you feeling after that bracket reset?
Honestly, I kind of was expecting it because the thing is with Loin, Loin always takes a bit to download.
Yeah,
That's the thing with Loin, especially if you don't fight him in a long time. When you do get back into it, like you can know the stuff, but it's still gonna take a moment to get your rhythm back on it, which is kind of what you saw with the first set.
That definitely does seem to be what happened. Yeah, as the set kind of went on, the parry timings, the Mario Party minigame, you started to sort of develop a better plan against those the later it got in.
In fact, Loin actually has like this specific block stun that he does with Green Orb, where if you just hold and block that, he can hit you with fire.
I saw, yeah, that happened.
That
happened once, I think.
But Nier actually has a specific option to get rid of that with jump, because the thing is, typically with jump, the fall time would be perfectly timed with the lava floor to also catch jump. But because of how Nier can stall herself in the air with death, which is what you saw JU
yeah.
That's how I ended up stalling myself out.
Clever. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you definitely, as the set went on, you got sort of a better idea there of what to do against the MILF install, as it were.
It was basically just trying to remember and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, no, Owain, you did amazing.
No, dude, again,
it's so rare to see good Lowains.
Yeah, and what a Lowain it was. Owain really underselling himself here as he went in, but he did an incredible job beating a lot of strong players on the way. Yeah. I can't, like, the fact that he eliminated Blast, he eliminated Luca, did very well. Of course, well played to everyone who made it to top 8 and everyone who joined the tournament. I hope you guys had a good time.
Yeah. Thankfully, me and Blast had already had the video idea, so we just needed one of us to win.
Wait, you guys you both have the same idea?
We actually came up with the idea yesterday because both me and him were talking about like character strength and such. Okay.
Well, well, if you're prepared, that's fine. But let's run this the Stug finals real quick here, and then you can tell your adoring fans what you're going to force me to do. You fucking psycho. I don't know what you and Blast have been cooking up, but it can't be anything.
No. I think it's gonna be a fun thing. It's gonna involve quite a few people.
All right, let me get my ass handed to me real quick. I've taken games off of Lazy, but let's say my set record is not my set record's not good. Especially not a super warmed up Lazy who's just came off of playing really well in the tournament.
Believe in victory.
All right, let's see here though. What if I super jump? No, I'm not gonna round start 5H. I'm not gonna super jump. I'm gonna take this as an opportunity for myself to try and learn and play the neutral a little bit more patiently here. Not off to a great start, but you know we're trying. Get wrecked there. Oh man.
With punish.
Indeed. The Catalina practice, man, is paying off. The whiff punishes. No, no, not like this. Okay. Nope. Get away.
Good job.
Oh, why does this only happen when I'm playing you, man? I swear my command grab inputs were fine. But for the life of me, I always just get the clothesline whenever I'm fighting you. Nice.
Oh, nice.
You're alive, obviously. There's going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I'll go all the way.
Oh, I just thought you were going to go for command grab. Oh, you gave up your last gen to do that.
I'll get it back. I'll get it back.
You're
I just
still at
want...
one gen.
I want to hit you as well. Oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have done Super Skybound Dart because... You know what? I shouldn't have. Because of the death timer. I should have just gone... What the hell? I'm all the way over in fucking Alaska? Doesn't seem fair.
Yeah.
Oh, no! Nice. Yeah, the light DP there catching me mashing. Fair enough.
Honestly, I should have did to do you. Light DP has a bad habit of getting blown up.
Oh, God, I should have done Dump You. I have the hitbox on both sides, though. Alright. Get away from me. Okay.
Oh.
So much for get away from me. Oh, I guess low. Not like this. Not the 50-50.
Good job.
Thank you. I learned it from you. But there's a gap there. If you block the light DP, okay, I'm alive, but not for long.
Good job.
Oh man. I'm scared, man. Oh, install. Don't mind if I do.
Oh,
I figured you would do something aggressive right after that.
I thought it would be fast enough, honestly.
Alrighty. Time to guess the mix. Oh god! No! I could have just killed you. I honestly thought you would block.
You didn't do Super Skybound Art a single time.
I really wanted to. But I was like, I'm gonna go strike here. And I hit you and I didn't even convert off of it. Horrible. It's fine. At least I had the right idea. Oh! Get away from me. Nice. Oh, baby. I need to stop 6-6-Ling on wake up like that because it's just so weak to the DP. Unless I can whiff it and go for a command grab potential. Okay. Oh, not a gap there. Fair enough. Not a gap there either. My bad.
Gap after 6XL. Okay.
Listen. I thought you would stagger. Oh, right. One of these days. Am I dead?
Nope.
Oh, they made you look. I like this. I'm not gonna hit you.
I'm way too far away.
Yeah. Listen, you're not way too far away. You're slightly too far away. Okay?
I have max range 5H.
It's got a lot of range. You gotta believe in the Super Skybound Dart. Maybe not as much as I did just then though. What the? Wait, that actually beat that?
Yeah, no, that beats 6XL beats 214H.
Damn, I did not know.
It's good against it's good against like retreating. So if like someone tries to back I'll catch them.
Nice.
Good
old
job,
save
good
jab.
job.
I did learn that.
Yeah, no. I remember
ago.
that. Remember when you talked about it and you didn't realize that was a safe jab?
Yeah. I accidentally blocked one time and it actually worked out.
I had to
on.
give Ladiva main more Ladiva information.
Thank you. I will gladly use it against you. If I win, can I be #1 on the top 8er? I think that's fair. I think that's very fair.
Ooh, nice.
Bonk, bonk. Alright, get some good old corner carry. You have no idea how much I wanted to 5 Yu just then. And I'm like, he's not gonna get fucking hit by that.
Nice.
I think you're dead. Oh, I could have extended that even further with the light, but yeah, could still be fine. Okay, guys. I didn't get 3-0. I think I got 3-0'd in the beginners one, so already I'm doing a little better here. Thankful. Perfect on Laser Ruin. I'm confirmed. I'm better. Guys, you're seeing this recorded, right?
Do we need to compare the amount of perfects on each other?
Listen, that's why I backpedaled right away because I knew you were gonna smack me down for that one. Super jump. Okay, fair.
I'm all for raising people. I'm all for raising people up.
But yeah,
But if you're gonna try to bring me down,
listen, I'm always gonna be the bad guy regardless. Everyone's always gonna be rooting for you over me, so I might as well just lean into the idea.
I'm the one playing Nier though.
True, but I'm the content creator. Oh god, I didn't break at it at all.
Yeah, no, I was surprised.
I thought I hit the button, but I guess I hit it either too early or too late or something. Well, that's bad. Very bad, in fact. Oh no, you're too far. The Super Skybound Dart would have hit you with, but that one has absolutely no range. And I am very dead. I wanted my jewel back, man. I wanted my jewel back.
I know, that's why I just completely stood there. I was waiting.
Yeah. Very, very well read there, for sure. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh, yeah, caught mashing there.
And tap.
Oh, got caught mashing again. Fortunate. What the? Oh my god, I hate ultimate headbutt. Why is it not armored all the way through?
Yeah, no, it's a weird move.
I just like that's like the one thing that I think they should buff about Ladiva. I think otherwise I'm like, oh, no, I got hit by that too. You were just out of range. Yeah, it works on me every single. Oh, I did it. Well, kind of. It was out of range, but I spot dodged it on reaction. I didn't do the second one though. I'm still proud of myself. Still improvement. Oh, fair enough. Clothesline, not the correct option there. All right, all right.
You were way too low. I could just go in for a 6 foul.
Indeed.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
All right, hold up here.
Engage.
Let's try and at least take this to a game 5 if we can. Right, fair enough. Get wrecked.
Nice.
There's Death back.
It's just neutral.
Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. Neutral-based twists, or ground-based neutral. That was a very strange option for me, but like it worked, so I guess I'm goated of the video game. I think that's what that means. Should have hit a button there a little earlier. I wanted to mash, but I did it too late. Oh my god, right, I forgot. I was waiting for you to come down with a hitbox potentially. Get away. Silly option. Silly option. Don't die for it. It worked the one time. That's my problem is like, if I accidentally do like a belligerent close on a neutral and it works, I go, oh, right, this is a good neutral option.
One of the hardest things where you know you need to correct something, but it keeps working out, so your brain is unconditioning itself.
Exactly. Oh, okay. I shouldn't have done a second hit there. I didn't react to the giant in time there.
You didn't react to the giant sound.
Yeah. You can't react faster to audio cues than visual cues, but apparently for me, I can react to neither. Oh, I blocked it. That's honestly, I didn't block afterwards, but that's already, I'll count that as a success. I'm gonna die right here. But that's the first time I've ever blocked that made you look there. Oh no, and he ends it with a perfect after all my trash talk. Okay. Well played. I got my ass beat. It's how it goes. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, so
This was quite a heavy bracket as well. There was 27 people.
Yeah. And a good few of them were
surprised by some of the people that came in. Like, I was not expecting Council to be here at all.
Yeah. And they actually, again, they obviously performed very well, but Luca also played out of his mind, eliminating Council there.
Luca was being very pessimistic today, but I just told him he got this. He was goated.
Yeah. The brick was smashed indeed, yes. So what's the video idea?
So the idea was that we were going to get most of the masters in this server, like you, me, Blast Timber. We were all going to get on the call and discuss what we think is the tier list together. Like, we would craft our own tier list video together.
Oh, that is super fun. Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
And since we're about to have the patch, this could be like the tier list of vanilla Granblue, like the final thoughts before the patch changes everything.
That's, you know what? Your content creator build. I love it. That is a really good video idea.
Yeah, no, we ended up getting the idea when me and Blast ended up started talking about like who we thought was like number 2 between Siegfried and Seox.
Seox, by the way.
Yeah, no, Luca, you can join all masters. I was trying to get as many masters of the Discord.
It's a part hide. Sorry, if you're S++, yeah, no invites. If y'all are S++, you better hit master in the next week.
Well, if we include SS+, if we include S++, it'll be way too many people in the call.
Yeah, it's not actually. It's just your community doing your work, bro. Offloading to free worker. That's what I'm saying, man. Laserun out here making content for me.
Well, no, because we can also just add all the players, so that way, the thing is, with a tier list made with multiple masters, it'll look also quite legitimate as well.
Yeah. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna be fucking arguing over shit. It'll be a great time. You reach master before the video. I believe in you, Maverick. You got this.
No, but legit, that was the idea me and Blast had, and we were like, all right, one of us needs to make it to win the tournament.
That's, you know what? I'm glad one of you did, because I really like that idea. Damn. All right, so I mean, we'll have to figure out a day for it.
Yeah, figure out timings and such.
Yeah, so I'll put like a poll in there or something for all the masters, and they can vote on it. But right on, man.
The weekend most likely will probably be it. Potentially, I don't know actually, because TNS and Paragon are offline this week.
Sunday is. Oh wait, really?
Yeah. World Tour.
Oh, damn. Oh shit, that makes sense. Okay, so I can't go to TNS. No.
Yeah, I know for a fact at least Paragon is offline. I think TNS is also offline, but I would have to double check on that.
Paragoffline, indeed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, damn. Yeah. So the week Saturday, Sunday, we'll figure it out. We'll find out a time here, but that's a really cool idea.
I also thought about that, but me and Blast were talking about like since this is gonna be like the final time before we talk about vanilla Granblue, we thought about making it for vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Awesome.
with the balance changes, it's going to take a lot of time before we rediscover new stuff and such.
We have 2 days? Wait, when's the patch?
People have been saying it's March 24th, but it always takes a few days to implement and such.
Well, damn. Yeah, okay,
And
we'll
to be
see.
fair, I think we will have enough time to get it out.
Yeah, yeah. If it's
Besides,
if we do
it can also work as like a time capsule. That's how Blast was talking about it. It's like even titling it like Vanilla Granblue and such. Like because since we're actually gonna get changed now, it's gonna be for that period of time of the first 3-4 months.
yeah, yeah.
So it'll be basically everyone will be able to finalize their thoughts on it.
I think that's a wonderful idea, man. Well done to you and Blast for cooking that one up. And of course, well done to you once again for winning the tournament. All right, and that is going to do it for the first inaugural Hall Brawl open skill bracket here. Lots of fun, right? Lazy Ruin taking it there. I mean, probably the sort of the expected victor of this tournament, but honestly, he ran into a lot more resistance than I thought he would. Lane Kangs, they really did an awesome job. I mean, got the resets and almost took the whole thing, right? But Lazy just got a better idea of what he wanted to do there as the set went on. In any case, that's going to do it for this here video. And if you're one of the 6 people who's made it this far, I love you. But for now, we'll see what we can get up to. But I got 4 things for you if you made it this far in the video. For number 1, of course, join the Discord server. You want to be a part of tournaments like this? This is how you do it. There's a link in the description for you to join there. It's a really nice, welcoming community, as you see there, full of just lots of nice people. You can talk about fighting games. You can talk about Relink. You can talk about whatever the hell you talk about, Yu-Gi-Oh, gacha games, Pokemon, art, there's a music channel, right? You can talk about just a nice community for you to hang out, make some friends. I implore you to join, but I also implore you to keep it the nice and welcoming place that it currently is. I'm not going to hesitate to drop the ban hammer on somebody's ass if I have to, but I haven't had to yet, so don't be the first person I ever ban. Of course, number 2, if you liked the video, and I sure hope you did, get down there and like the damn video, man. Come on, it's free. Don't cost you nothing. It really helps out the channel, and I appreciate it a lot, of course, while you're down there. For number 3, that subscribe button, that bell button, they're right over there, roughly. Keep you up to date with all this content we're throwing out to you every day here, and with these tournament VODs and Relink, I mean, it's about 4 hours of content every single day at both noon p.m. EST here for the fighting game stuff and 7 p.m. for Relink. So unless you have 4 hours of your day to dedicate to me, I implore you to hit those 2 buttons there so you can stay up to date when something is uploaded, and then maybe go back and watch it later when you have the time. And of course, for number 4, most importantly, more important than ever, buttons to smash, whatever YouTube-friendly interactions you hit me with, I appreciate those. But I hope you had a great time hanging out today. As always, I know I sure did, obviously. It was great. It was a great time there watching the sets. Some very high-level Granblue this time. I mean, the beginner sets were still very good, too, but you can definitely see a sort of different level of character knowledge and sort of neutral, especially, I think, is where you see a really big difference in these high-level players. So really cool stuff to watch. Having a lot of fun with Granblue. Is going to be a lot more coming your way. But until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.